Hey, so kid, how's it going? I'm just getting some last minute stuff set up with my, setup, I guess. There we go, I fixed the chat. Hey, Deebok, good to see ya. Yeah, I kind of adjusted my setup a little bit for streaming. Hang on a second. I'm moving my mic. Deebok, I am doing okay. Am I doing good? No. Am I doing bad? No. I exist. But I am doing okay. Thanks for asking. I actually just whipped up this thumbnail, like, with that template that we made in the last one. Also, I fixed something kinda cool, and I'll show you what it is. I think you're gonna like this. So, someone pointed out to me, last time we were playing, or last time we were updating the game, rather, that when I move on camera, it was really, really laggy, like there were lines everywhere. But now, as you can see, I fixed that. Hang on a second. It's just more comfortable over here for me to have my stream window over here. But yeah, so it was such a simple fix. All I had to do, this is gonna be really trippy for a second, just bear with me. All I had to do, literally, was go into Open Broadcaster software, find my video capture device. It was Useful Kid, yeah. And right click on that and go to deinterlacing, and there's a number of things to choose from here. So yeah, that was actually quite an easy fix. Is the music volume good? It seems kind of loud for me, but like I have my headphones plugged into speakers, so the speakers have their own volume independent of the computer, so maybe it's just seems loud for me. Soul Kid, you're saying the volume sounds good, that's great. I don't know how all this got, like, so... There we go. Okay, both of you are saying it's good, so that's awesome. I'm louder than the music, good, that's as it should be. So yeah, I'm really glad I got that worked out. I don't know if I'm gonna keep showing my face or if I'm gonna keep, like, having my VTuber avatar, which I've not set up yet. Because, like, in the updating my game videos, I always showed my face, but in the streams, it just really became kind of a tradition to, have my VTuber avatar. So I don't know. Oh, this is really weird. No, not that. There we go. I thought I would like having my stream window over to the left better, but I don't. So... Yeah, okay. So he's set up and ready to go. Whatever, like, we decide, I guess. I might look for some, like, color correction plugins for Open Broadcaster software because, like, it's just more limited than my color correction in Premiere, but I can't say I dislike how the colors look on live. Hey, Oli Oli? Oli Oli, is that how it's pronounced? I'm gonna trip over that every time I see it. I'm terrible at pronouncing names, but Oli 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 Oli, give me the formuoli. I heard that TikTok is getting banned, but the problem is I've heard that like a million times since its inception, so I never know if it's actually true or not. Kind of hope that if it does get banned, we at least see some kind of like replay. I want Vine back. Elon Musk actually on Twitter, I don't know if anyone's heard this, but on Twitter, Elon Musk was actually, he sent out a tweet and asks, excuse me, X. It's X now. You're the only one who says my name right. Oh, thank you. I'm glad to hear I do. But yeah, Elon Musk on X sent out a post that said, where they asked if people want Vine back. Food for thought. So, I'm wondering, it makes you wonder if he's planning on buying the rights to Vine, because Twitter, back when it was Twitter and not X, they're the ones who bought Vine, and the rights to it, which means when Elon Musk bought Twitter and changed it to X, he probably also bought the rights to Vine and has power to bring it back, which is really cool. But I hope he doesn't turn it into Z. Okay. It was good. 5 seconds is too little. It could be, yeah. I mean, I think that's kind of the beauty of what Vine was like, in that it just really, like, it forced people to be creative and figure out how they can make something really cool in such a short amount of time. How did my Roblox windows get to be this way? So yeah, it's a really lazy stream today because I'm still not doing great, if I'm being honest. But that's okay. Oh, hi, Loopty. Any thoughts of making a sequel after completing Ghost Hunt? Actually, it's already in the works. I'll kind of show you what I've got so far. I can't remember what the folder name is. I think it's this. Yeah, it's a folder in my Dropbox. Yeah, so I'm already working on a sequel, but it's not going to have any, like, canonical ties to the first game's story. I don't know how much a story it's going to have at all. But I'm loading up the project for you real quick so I can show you. So Ghost Hunt 1, I didn't mean for it to be this way, but everybody kept asking, like, for the ending and all that. Which basically turned the game into, like, kind of an obstacle course. Like, go here, unlock this door, solve that puzzle to get to the next room, that kind of thing. Ghost Hunt the House is going to be different, because it's going to be a very clearly open space with very clearly no end goal in mind, other than exploration. I'd hope. Unless people start asking for the ending to that, in which case I'm just gonna... I'm gonna die. But this is what we got kind of so far, so... The idea of Ghost Hunt the House is it's gonna cram, like, a lot of potential events to happen into a really small space, so it's, like, hyper-concentrated. I don't think I have plans, Soul Kid, to answer your question to make it a story game per se, but Ghost Hunt 1 had a lot more story behind it. Like, you'd find the diary pages, the notes, and you'd kind of piece the story together, which is cool, and I think there's a time and place for that. I like it, I do. But I also think it would be really cool to have a game that just really emulates what actual, like, urban exploration and real-life ghost hunting is like. Which is kind of how the first game started out, but then everyone asked for the ending because they didn't understand, but that's okay. In this, like, I kind of want to have, like, a lot of events and stuff that are generated and are placed and are decided on when the game starts, so that every time a server starts up, it's basically, like, a new set of potential events that could happen. So the game kind of generates its own events per server, and I want there to be a lot more events that kind of may or may not happen, and you just have to be in the right place at the right time to see them, so a lot more replay value. Like, maybe one of these windows will just shatter for no reason, but that might only happen in a server that your friend joins, and when you join it, that never happens to you. Or like something like in this bathroom, like let's say maybe the mirror falls off and flies across the room. I want there to be a lot more physics in this one. But yeah, and then maybe that might never happen to anyone else, so. Yeah, that's kind of my idea for Ghost Hunt the House. When the ending is done, we need to get MatPat back and make him solve this one. I can't remember, did MatPat actually make a video or something on Ghost Hunt before he retired, or was that something that people just, like, joked about? It's probably something that people just joked about. How long did it take you to build the whole house? Not actually that long. But that's kind of a paradoxical question, because I'm so intelligent for using the word paradoxical. But no, it is a paradoxical question. Hello, Afri, good to see you. Because I'm still not finished building it technically. And what I have built, I'm probably gonna go back over. Like, this furniture looks pretty dated. I mean, it's supposed to look retro, like from the 60s or whatever, but I mean, no, it looks like something that came out of old Roblox. So I'm probably gonna replace all that with, like, new things. Probably this faucet as well. This looks bad. But I'm not hard on my past self because, yeah, you're not the first one in the stream, congrats. I'm not very hard on my past self for making things that look bad in old Roblox Studio, because old Roblox Studio was a lot more limited. Yeah, I love all these like furniture placeholders that have all these labels on them. It's like Blue's Clues or something. Like everything had a friggin' label. Let me see if I can... I don't know if anyone's seen Blue's Clues, so I'm gonna like try to find... Blue's Clues. I'm gonna try to find an image of like just random... like a random still from any episode. Which I'm seeing plenty of, but there's not like all the things that I wanted to see. Steve, come back. We miss you. If Steve... I've said it before. I don't think I've said it before in a video, but... if Steve came back to Blue's Clues, I would start watching Blue's Clues again as an adult, because he was funny. I'm not really seeing any examples of what I wanted to show you. I promise, it's there. If you watch the show, you'll see, like, yeah, Afri can confirm. As a fellow Blue's Clues viewer, Afri can confirm. There's a lot of random stuff in Blue's Clues that just happen to have labels on it to tell you what it was, but... maybe it was just in the reading episode that, like, helped kids learn how to read. And it wasn't in any other episodes. But I don't know, I seem to remember it was in a lot of episodes, but... yeah, this is where the, like, staircase leading to the basement's gonna be. What the frick is that emoji? I've never seen that emoji before. Oh well, I'm getting distracted. But yeah, so yes, I will be working on this sequel and fleshing this out more. And this is actually probably the future of the Updating My Game videos and or streams. I haven't done a Updating My Game video in a while because I think people like the streams better, but yeah, just this little abandoned farmhouse in the middle of nowhere that nobody knows really what happened to it. Unlike in the first game, you're not a paranormal investigator, or you're not going to be in this one. You're just going to be an urban explorer who wanted to check out the location after hearing that it was haunted. So I guess it's more accurate to say you're not a professional paranormal investigator, but you're still someone who wants to do ghost hunting. So yeah, that's kind of what I have in mind for a sequel. Originally, there was supposed to be like a full canonical sequel to Ghost Hunt that took you through the entire town of Morseburg, where the insane asylum was built. But that was just too overwhelming of a project. It would be cool in the future when you make a revamped version of the two games into first-person realism type. Yes, that's also on my radar. That's kind of one of the things I want to focus on and hit hard after the ending update. Because a lot of people have been asking for the ending for like years, and like I can't ignore it anymore, honestly. As much as I kind of like to, because the purpose of the game is exploration, but this ceiling turned out gorgeous. I'm so happy with how this ceiling turned out. We made this for the most part in the last stream. If you didn't see it, check that out. All my streams are still up on YouTube. I never like delete a stream after I'm done with it, but I'm so happy with how this one turned out. This is great. I like these lights. If you look close, I probably shouldn't be revealing this on stream, but if you look closely, this texture is actually the same texture as this on the windows. I just didn't feel like finding the texture that these lights kind of have. They've kind of got that rough, like bumpy looking diamondy texture. I don't know how else to describe it, but so yeah, I'm still not doing great, but I think that's a good excuse to like not get work done. So let's like let's finish something that I started a while ago. I started replacing all the older lights in the building recently, and I never got around to finishing that. So I think that's something I should do. I should put lights in here as well. I should also... big moments in Ghost Hunt history happening right now. I'm lowering the ceiling of the spawn room. That does look a lot more realistic, I have to say. Yeah, Afri remembers. Yeah, really interesting moments in Ghost Hunt history. Like, for the first time since Ghost Hunt's existence, we've actually made the ceiling of the spawn room lower. That's crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna put some lights in here because in the story, I think I've got a... yeah, I've got a label here. In the story, biggest update yet. Biggest update in year since the basement. No, I can't undermine the new offices, but... what was I gonna say? Yeah, in the story, this is like a storage space. And the investigation team just kind of set up shop here. Just because it seemed like it would be the least haunted place. And, you know, who's to say they were wrong? I didn't put any ghosts there, so... Yeah, eventually I'll put some lights in there, but it's not my focus right now. Because I don't think people really are in the spawn room long enough to notice that lights aren't there. Don't remind me of the basement and the ladder. The basement was such a huge update, like... Here we are. Yeah, this took forever. I still have the Blender project. I want to make a version of it that's closed. Not sure if you're going to be able. Not sure if I'm going to be able to watch the whole stream. Having a party at my sister's house for my niece's birthday. Well, tell your niece happy birthday. That's really cool. Yeah, I understand. It's fine. Where's the brown carton? What brown carton? What brown carton are you referring to? Yeah, there's always another stream. Don't feel bad if you can't watch the whole thing. That's fine. I think next I will... Gosh. Yeah, I think next I will... think about how I'm gonna do this room. Next room I'm gonna target is like these. The brown milk carton thing you made a short about. Oh, the hydrogen peroxide bottle. Yeah, that's in here. Yeah, this is the stuff that I almost wanted to drink or try drinking when I was a kid. Because, like, I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again. I went to the doctor when I was a kid. The one who, like, I think diagnosed me with asthma. Either way, he was the one who gave me my pills for asthma when I was a kid. And I saw one of these bottles, these like brown hydrogen peroxide, probably, hydrogen peroxide bottles in his office. And my brain just wouldn't let it go. I was like, why is that bottle brown? Why is that bottle square? What is the liquid inside it? Does it taste good? Should I drink it? But I didn't. I didn't drink it. My parents were with me. I didn't drink it. I wasn't gonna drink it knowing, or not knowing what it was, because for all I knew, it was like some really gross medicine or something. I was a kid. I didn't know what I was talking about. What's this a trigger for? Oh, the cart. That's alarming, but also kind of cool that if somebody jumps right here, they could trigger the moving crash cart from the basement. That's interesting. What was the hardest part of making Ghost Hunt? I apologize for asking so many questions. Don't apologize. I love answering questions. I think the hardest part of making Ghost Hunt, unironically, is just staying consistent. Like, I've gotten so many good ideas for Ghost Hunt. I've started working on them, but then I worked too much and I gave myself burnout because, like, I just did too much all at once. Which is kind of why I want to keep the pace of, like, 2 updating my game streams, followed by 1 gaming stream. So, like, 2 for you guys, 1 for me kind of thing. But you guys seem to really like the gaming streams too, so. Drink it? No, that'll kill me. The old lights look like they were made in 30 seconds while in the dentist office. Yeah, they do. The liquid is soda. Oh, hi, Fizzy Soda. Good to see you. Glad you were able to make it. Cody Mantley, as I said in one of your posts, you should add a boiler room to the basement and a surgery wing. Boiler room, I will definitely add. Surgery wing, maybe, maybe not, because in the story, Morseburg, the town that this asylum exists in, had a dedicated physical hospital. It just didn't have a mental hospital, which is kind of why this was built. Because the psych ward of the... it's kind of backwards, historically. In history, like, we had mental asylums and hospitals separately, and then we combined them into, like, hospitals with psych wards. Now, however, we're not like that. Or now, however, we are like that, or... I've derailed my own train of thought. I'm so dumb. But in the story of the game, like, there was a hospital that had a psych ward, but it got overwhelmed, so Morstan built this asylum. But I think it would probably have its own, like, dentist office, so I might do that. I'm definitely going to add a boiler room and the laundry room in the future, so that'd be cool. Anyway, hi, I'm here off work unlike last week. Awesome. Well, I hope you're enjoying your time off. I think there is a surgery room, but it has leeches and stuff in it. Well, it's not a surgery room. Historically, the purpose of this room was, like, doctors back in, like, I don't know when, They used to think that if you drain the bad blood out of a patient, it would cure them of mental ailments. And it didn't work, obviously, but they used leeches to accomplish that. And that's why there's leeches in this room, or were, because this is where they do that. But hospitals today use leeches to help relieve blood clots, and that actually does work, which is really fascinating. Add dead body with flies. That's gruesome. Fungus and mold would be really cool too, especially in the basement. Yeah, definitely. I'll give myself an asthma attack just from making it, but I can. I think it's realistic for sure. I'll probably add that. Ooh. At the Sheboygan... I know what that is, but I never know how to pronounce it. County Asylum. Surgery wing had a room for surgery and a room for dental care surgery. That's really interesting. I never knew that. Thanks for letting me know. So yeah, since I'm still not doing... I know I said this before, but more people have joined since then. Since I'm still not doing great at the moment... Select differently. Since I'm still not doing great at the moment, I am going to... like, do some easy work. But that's okay, because I've been meaning to finish this anyway. Shibuya incident. I know what Shibuya is. It's a place in Japan. I know that largely because of Death Note, actually. Because I watched Death Note so much. Are you using gaming PC or an office one? I'm using a PC that was kind of, like, custom ordered to be able to handle gaming and streaming and video editing and coding and all that. This is actually going to be kind of the family computer back in the day. Like, back when my mom ordered this computer, it was supposed to be the family computer, but when I moved out, they let me have it because they didn't really use it that much, which is really nice of them. And it was a necessity because the old family computer actually broke down, and it was like 14 years. It was a 14-year-old computer. PC specs? Sure. I'll pull them up. I don't have them memorized, so... I don't care how passionate I'm ever going to be about PCs. I'm never going to have my PC specs memorized. It's just... it's too much information for my little brain to retain. Here we are. Wait, hang on. I'm not sure if I should, like, leak all this. I don't think it has my IP address on here, so we're good. Processor, Intel R-Core TM, trademark, i7. It's bad that I don't know what this is, or what all this means, but... I want to go back to school and go into, like, IT work, so I actually do know what this means, so... OS build, that's kind of boring. Installed on, that's boring. Yeah. It's a Windows 10 computer, what can you say? I think most people are kind of interested in the RAM and the processor, so Intel Core i7 and 32 gigs of installed RAM, which is pretty cool. 64-bit operating system. No pen and touch input available for the display. That's interesting. Didn't know that. Okay, so there's my PC specs. Now I've given all the hackers in the world the ability to DOS me or whatever. Oh gosh. So I don't really want to get rid of these lights because they have kind of sentimental value, which is why I'm kind of grouping them. I'm putting them all in a big group so that I can, like, put them in a folder that already exists in the works, or not the works, but the lighting. And that will help me. That will help me, like, find it in my heart to get rid of them. Yeah, I'm just not really good at knowing what PC specs are. And that's something I should someday make a New Year's resolution to get better at. Because for those who don't know, like, when I went to college and got a degree in application development, but that's software specifically, and software is a whole different ballgame than like the hardware and like PC specs and all that. But that career path did not work out for a number of reasons. So I kind of want to go back to school and go into like IT, like help desk support. So like someone calls me up and says my printer's not working, and I go down and like fix their printer for them, which will require me to understand more about like PC specs and what all of that information actually means. And I have no issue with that. Alright, it's another big moment in Ghost Hunt history. That weird random red light in this hallway is being removed. I might replace it someday, but it's just weird. It's a weird event. It's a weird event. It's becoming lost media. I'll probably replace it at some point, or like get it back in. Keep the one Easter egg light. It's not even much of an Easter egg though. It happens so much. That's the problem. Yeah, hang on a second. No, not that. Oh, what have I done? Okay, so let me put all of this, let me find the right folder in lighting. This is the first time putting stuff in the lighting, kind of makes sense. Old lights, there we are. Okay, so cut. Where's old lights? There we go. Paste into at original location, that'll work. And then I'll rename this to Easter egg light, sure. No disrespect, like, it is kind of an Easter egg, but it's an Easter egg in that it happens a lot, but you never know when. It's so random. Like, that's probably the most random event in the whole game. Minus Intel RHD 4000 sob face. You know what? If you wouldn't have put the sob face on, you could have like really sold me on the idea that that was a really cool processor, and I would have been like, "Oh, you've got a cool processor. Good job." That's how little I know about all this stuff. I'm going into cybersecurity for university. I think I remember you mentioning that as well, when we were talking about like rooms like this and where is it? Rooms like this in like real medical facilities. I think you did mention that, and you were talking to me about like how many more phones we need on this desk. Haven't forgotten. I will get back to this room eventually, and I'll put like VHS tape equipment on the sides of this. I think that's what makes the most sense. But yeah, I'll put more phones on this desk as well. And probably a headset. But yeah, I think you mentioned that, and that's really cool. I got a friend, Lance, who went into cybersecurity as well. And I thought about it, but he said it was really complicated, and he was like the smartest guy I knew. So I'm like, okay, if he says it's really complicated, I don't think I could do it. That and networking. Networking's really complicated as well. I think those are just really like niche parts of the tech world that have to, well, I think pretty much any part of the tech world is really niche, except maybe help desk is the only one that like a lot of people can really educate themselves on. And I don't mean that as disrespectful, like I literally just said I'm going into that in the future probably. But I think like other than that, like each branch of like the tech world, it has to draw the right type of person, and I think I was just the wrong type of person for doing coding professionally, even though I can do coding like here. Everybody don't panic, I will bring the red light back eventually. I know graphic designing. I can make Ghost Hunt logo and send it to you in the Discord for free. That sounds cool. I also wanted to go back into, I wanted to go into graphic design, but I was scared to because I know how like advanced AI is getting at generating logos, and I felt like by the time I got my degree in it, there wouldn't be a lot of demand for it anymore, and that's really scary. But it's still really cool, like, and I feel like what AI can't duplicate, like AI can do a good job of, if you've played Detroit Become Human, you kind of are familiar with that scene where, what's his name, Marcus, like tries to create that painting. And I think that kind of captures the conundrum where like AI is good at duplicating by example and procedure, but what AI cannot duplicate is personality and like expression. And I think that that's what a lot of what human creators can bring to the table, and where human creators have an advantage over AI, which is great. Help desking can lead into networking. I know a lot of people who work in help desking and end up working in my area. That's cool. Help desk, correct me if I'm wrong, but that seems like the gateway to a lot of other like occupations in the tech world, because I've heard a lot of people say like they know everyone who started off in like help desk, IT help desk, and then moved into coding or programming. So maybe coding and programming could still be in my field. I was learning mainframe programming back when that was like the career path of my choice. So I was learning like JCL and COBOL and all that. Really important type of coding, but not many people know how to do it anymore because it's so different from something like JavaScript. I have a AEIG 5, what is that, billion processor? It's really weak. It sounds like it. It takes 0.005 seconds to download 500 billion games. Wow. AI genuinely sucks in a way. AI is a really massive double-edged sword in my opinion. It's just like, I don't hate it, but I see why people do. I really do. Hi, Angel Dust, how's it going? Good to see you back again. Woo. Yeah, we're kind of fixing up some lights here because I started doing that a while back and I realized I never got around to finishing that. So yeah. Oh, before this goes any further, I wanted to optimize these. All the parts in this... Really? All of these lights are only 3 parts? That is a massive relief. So these are not going to cause any more lag, probably, than the old lights did. That's great. Ghost Hunt RTX update when? Oh my gosh, don't even... People's computers crash enough without RTX on. Can you imagine how laggy? Okay, Can touch. Basically what I'm doing is I'm optimizing these lights so that the game doesn't have to process as much information with them, which will lead to less lag. So all of these, I want to... What do I want? I don't think you'll ever need to like climb on them, so I'll turn off Can Collide. I'll turn off Can Touch. Cast Shadow, I don't think they'll ever need to, but I'll keep it on just in case. And I'll do the same thing with this one. Yeah, I'm really relieved to learn that these are only 3 parts. That's really cool. Can Collide and Can Touch. Off you go. I personally like no music. It makes the walking around the asylum more eerie. Yeah, if I want to ever add music, it's not going to be that, like, soundtracky. It's not going to be like Hans Zimmer or, who's the guy who makes, like, a lot of horror music? I don't know. It'd be, like, really subtle and ambiance building more than it would be, like, a soundtrack. So it'd almost be like a soundscape. Add a secret to the top of a light. That's a cool idea. I'll go ahead and do that right now. Why not? What should I add? What should I add? Okay. What should I add? Does this technically count as the first graffiti art in the game that I said I was gonna add? Hang on. I got an idea. Okay, I've got it. I know what I'll add. Insert object into that. Surface GUI. This is gonna be a secret Easter egg in this. Surface GUI. Which side is it on? I think it's on this side. I think that's what it means, right? Face, top. I'm having to re-educate myself on how to do surface GUIs. I haven't done them in a while. Text box. Yeah. Okay, well, I'll comply with that. Don't save up for Moon Animator, it's not worth it. I wasn't planning on it, but I don't think you're talking to me, so. What the heck is happening? That was weird. Okay, I just lost all control of my Roblox studio. It's happening! I leaked my PC specs and people hacking me. Add a secret code to a door? That sounds like a cool idea. I want to do that. Maybe like for a radio, so it's not, I personally, oh yeah, I see it. It's back on the music, yeah. Yeah, so what, I'm guessing Moon Animator, I've heard about that. That's, like for making like Roblox animations, right? But is it for making like Roblox animations for YouTube, or is it for making Roblox animations for games? Like in-game animations that like characters do? That's what I've never known. So let me know. Let me know. Yeah, so higher res is this, I guess. Yeah. Alright, higher resolution for that. I wish you could, like, still... Where's the size? Every time I make a GUI, I have to, like, re-educate myself. Yeah, I know Moon Animator is for making animations, obviously. But I never have known if it's for making, like, character walking animations or if it's for making, like, a cinematic, like, movie, like, YouTube video animation. Background transparency. 1. Alright, here comes the Easter egg. This is what's gonna be on the light. Cat loves his wife. There we go. Where'd it go? Okay, what the frick? Cat loves his wife. There we go. Why does that keep happening? Oh, I think I know why. Okay. I think it's because, like... How do you, like, change it so, like, when you... Oh, text editable. There we go. Okay, there we go. So... It's still not... I know it's a text box, but it's not supposed to be... Oh. I turned off text editable. Clear text on focus. There we go. Okay. Interactable. I know it's a text box or text label, but it's a text box. I get that, but I turned off text editable, so I think it should work now. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now it works. No, this works. This works. This works. I fixed it. I made it work. There we go. Usually I use text labels, but I use this. It works. I forgot the difference between text box and text label, so don't at me. Alright, so this is going to be like this. There you go. New ghost hunt Easter egg. We're making history in this stream, yo. We decreased the height of the spawn room roof. We got rid of an entire event, the red light, and we're adding a new ghost hunt Easter egg. Yes, it gives me OCD as well, but, like, you know, this will work. Like, give it a few weeks, we'll probably forget that this is actually a text box and not a text label. But yeah, it's not like it doesn't bother me. It does. It's just, you know, it doesn't bother me enough. Alright, and there we go. Perfect. New ghost hunt Easter egg. I don't know how people are going to find this one, though, so I might put this on a smaller, or a light that's not so high up. You're never going to forget. As long as you live, you'll never forget that this is... how do you turn off... I mean, I know how you turn it off, but isn't there a way, like a hotkey to, like, temporarily... no, never mind. Never mind. Alright. When collab with me, that sounds cool. I guess I could put it on one of these. Alright, so now we've added a secret to one of the lights. This would be a really good puzzle as well, like if there's ever like a door that like the one that was suggested a while back. Oh, also, by the way, what if you add ceiling light parkour course? You have to run from some monster or something. I don't know where you would have that because it's so random or whatever. It's random, but it sounds cool. I like it. I'll put it on this one. Actually, I'll put it on this one. Light's better over here. I hope Roblox like doesn't see this and think I'm an online dater or something. That's not me. There you go. Cool. Perfect. Secret code to a door. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Like, this would be a cool puzzle. Like, if there's a door that you need, or a padlock or something you need a combination for, the combination is like written on top of one of the lights and you have to figure out which one. That's cool. That's all fun and games until you have to like check every single light in the game to find the code. No, it would give you a clue, like, I wrote the code on one of the lights in this hallway up here, you know. It'd give you some kind of hint, but yeah, new ghost hunt Easter egg. We're making history. I gotta send a message to Fostrate for a sec. He's missing out. I don't know if he's awake or not, but make multiple codes. I want to have more puzzles, so, you know, probably will. Fostrate, where you be? There's, there you go. Man, I can't believe like how much stuff we've done that's like just altering the course of Ghost Hunt history forever. Yeah, multiple codes that are wrong and only one is right. That's a cool idea. I should be writing these down, but I rewatch my streams a lot because I find them relaxing, honestly. Okay, so now I've optimized these. I can now copy and paste these again, or start copying and pasting them. Eventually, I'll probably want to move these over a bit. But that's gonna cause me to like have to... forget it. I'll do it now. Yeah. I'm doing it. I'm doing it now. Yeah, I think this is the first stream where like... I haven't been completely incompetent with my building, and I think it's because I just genuinely don't care right now. I found my strength, my path to inner peace. Just don't give a frick. Isn't that just the philosophy of stoicism in general? Like, life is easier when you just don't, like, really care what people think, or, like, care what you think, or when you don't overthink. Thinking bad, never think. I don't know. If y'all give me 100 Robux each, I'll put an Easter egg about you in my game that is totally gonna get Game of the Year. How do you donate? Roblox, I've said it before, I'm gonna say it again. Roblox needs an actual donate feature where you go to someone's profile, you click donate, and you send Robux. You know? It sounds cool. It sounds like a cool idea until all the noobs are gonna be like, please give me 100,000 Robux. Please donate. I'm poor. It has it. When? Since when? You need to buy Game Pass. Oh. So buying Game Pass is a mechanism of, like, donating? But that's how we've always donated. Like, I mean, I'm talking like a fully fleshed out, like, donate feature, yo? I can't be the only one in the world who thinks that'd be a really cool idea. Yeah, Roblox just needs like an actual donate button. I think it'd be really nice. I'm trying to figure out how spaced out these should be. Maybe 26 is the way to go? Yeah, that looks about right. Because these aren't exactly dim lights. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this the other way around. I'm gonna go right here. Okay, what's 26 look like? Sure. There we go. Okay. And I'll just add them like backwards. Ta-da. So deal, everybody drop me 100 Robux. I think the donate thing would make hacking easier to do, I guess. Well, I'm in like absolutely no position to disagree with you because you're going into cybersecurity, so you probably know what you're talking about that. But we technically already can do it by getting group funds and giving someone in the group. Yeah, that's true. Only if you drop me 200 and I will double it. Big donos. all the donos. Yeah, this is looking pretty good, I think. New lights looking fire, yo. I didn't do the voice this time. I promised I'd never do that, like, hipster voice ever again, and I meant it. Okay, so 26. What's half of 26? 13, right? I'm not crazy. Oh! Cat was good at math? No. Impossible. I reject this reality and substitute my own. Okay. Should there just be a light that cuts? I don't think that's... I've never seen that in real life. I'm not doing that. I'm doing this instead. And I'm gonna... There we go, 26. Alan wrote you math skills. Thank you, Alan Wake. What I've always wanted. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna die. Suddenly, Cat had the ability to do math. Oh man. Yeah, Alan Wake's stream is probably gonna be next Saturday, which is probably gonna be the last episode of Alan Wake, which makes me sad. It's such a cool game, but it's time. You know, we've had a good run with Alan Wake. Also, the sequel is out, but I don't think it's on PC yet, so I either need a PS5 or they need a PC port of Alan Wake 2. And I think these are actually too far spaced out, so there. I'm gonna make them like 20 studs apart, I guess. Thank you, Alan Wake, for writing math skills into my character arc. Greatly appreciated. I've needed them for a while. Let's see. Yeah, so the lights are just as many parts, contain just as many parts as the old lights, but I think there's more of them. This looks pretty realistic, but I feel like there's too many now. I know I'm a perfectionist. Don't at me. Also, I should be doing this. This would be a lot faster. Okay, I think that's the way to go. Whoop, I've done something wrong. There we go. Perfect. Except we're missing one. There we go. Perfect. Now I'm gonna just duplicate all those over, just like straight to the other corridor. Okay, I'm gonna challenge myself. I'm gonna give myself a challenge. I'm gonna see if I can guess the exact distance in studs from this to this. I'm guessing 56.4. Did I already duplicate those? No, I didn't. I was way off. All right, let's say 100.2. I give up. I'm not good at it. Okay, this time I'm duplicating. The only trouble is now I'm actually curious as to what the distance is, but I'm not gonna bother to find out. Nobody needs to know that. Does anybody know if there's like a plugin where like you click on one like spot and then click on another spot and it like just gives you a readout of like how like far the distance is? Because I could really use that plugin if that exists, like a measuring tool basically. If somebody knows that that exists, let me know, because I want to get into using that. Hello? People stop talking, including myself. It's scary. Yeah, just general utilities like that I think are really useful, or would be really useful in Roblox Studio. Eat. Are you eating, or are you telling me to eat something? You should make lights flicker. That was a thing. I got rid of flickering lights, but I guess I could make another one. Yeah, I think that's enough. It's okay for like one corner of a room to be a little dark sometimes. We need a light in here though. Or is Eat the name of the plugin that I was like asking about the existence of? Are y'all trolling me? Are y'all giving me a good troll? I already ate a homemade pizza. Yum. I ate a cinnamon roll and some cornbread for breakfast, both of which came from the bakery I work at. And they were delicious. 10 out of 10 would chomp again. What do we got here? Why is the, like, origin of these so off-center? That's really weird. It's not that much of a problem, but it's just odd. There we go. Yeah, we need a light in here. I don't know what this was canonically. I think it was, like, another, like, storage closet of some kind. And, like, some urban explorer or whatever, like, moved in all these wheelchairs for, like, a photo op type thing. But no, it seems really small to be a storage space, though, so maybe it was just like a little therapy room where people would talk. Oh, frick. Yeah, there we go. The least salty thing I ate was lamb. I found a measuring plugin. Awesome, Garrett. What's it called? Haven't I looked this up before? Am I just being silly? I think I might just being silly. I'll send it in Discord. Oh, thanks, yeah. That'll work well. Oh, there's a bulb. That's not good. This random bulb all off by itself. The poor thing. Old lights. Paste into there at original location. Cool. Yeah, I feel like I've looked this up before, but I couldn't find it, and I was kind of in a hurry for some reason, and I just stopped looking and never came back to the search again. I don't know. Maybe I'm misremembering. This is looking pretty nice. I really like this. I like how industrial it looks. You can't forget your second light bulb in your light, yeah. I should make an event where, like, you're walking along and one of these little, like, neon or fluorescent tubes just shatters. Like, the game just replaces it with, like, a bunch of tiny bricks that make up, like, a pipe. And they're all unanchored. So, and it plays, like, a glass breaking sound effect. And there's, like, sparks. That'd be really cool. I should do that someday. That sounds really awesome. I want to do that. But that also sounds really complicated, and I don't want to do that today. But I'm not gonna forget. It's gonna be a thing. Someday it's gonna be a thing. All right. Next up we have, what did I do? I opened the developer documentation on model. That's what I did. Add sparking wires. Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, I had an idea a while back. I kind of wanted to bounce off of you guys, and I want to see what you think. I want to make maybe someday an update where there's a generator in the basement, right? And if you turn it on, like, there's more lights and stuff, and certain areas of the game become accessible for, you know, whatever, just as a gameplay mechanic, you know? Maybe I should replace these old wires as well, because these down here look a bit more reasonable. I don't know. Those don't look bad. But yeah, like... So, like, there's a generator somewhere in the basement. If you turn it on, like, there's certain areas that are accessible and certain areas that aren't. And, like, if you turn it off, like, it switches it back, so there's other areas that are accessible and other areas that aren't. And, like, certain events that can happen. So yeah, I was thinking of that idea like a while back, and I wanted to bounce it off of you guys. Fostrate really likes it, so. Way back, I don't know how many of you guys know this, but way back in the day, in the spawn room, there was actually a light switch that you could like click and it'd like make the game brighter or darker for everyone. But it never really had much of purpose other than that, so it kind of reminds me of that. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. To me, it sounds like a cool idea for gameplay mechanics and stuff. Garrett, yeah, you remember that switch? Yeah. So wild. How times have changed, yo. Oh gosh, these lights. This is probably... There's certain, put a gun Easter egg, and when a ghost shows up, you just shoot it. It reminds me of the old crowbar. Like, one of the reasons I got rid of the crowbar, which I kind of want to bring back as a game pass, like there's certain areas with, like, behind broken walls or something, and like if you had a crowbar, the crowbar game pass, you could just break the wall. But yeah, this ghost, people could actually tear this ghost apart with the crowbar back in the day. Garrett, if you remember the switch, you probably remember that too. Like, the old way you'd get to the upstairs area was actually... like right here about, there was somewhere, yeah, like right along this wall, there was like a broken part of the wall, and you'd smash it with the crowbar like Gordon Freeman in Half-Life, and you'd actually get into the maintenance tunnel that way, and that's how you'd get upstairs. But the problem is, actually there's multiple problems. The problem is, like, people could actually tear this ghost apart with the crowbar, for one, but also I don't know what stopped them from doing that with the elevator, because the elevator's physics are the exact same as this ghost. So they could probably like rip the elevator buttons off the wall if they wanted. They just never thought to. I found an old Roblox file. I should just explore it and see if that's possible. See, there's certain areas in the game that'll probably get that like acoustic panel ceiling. This might be one of them. But I don't know, I really like the industrial look of the newer lights as well. I remember killing the ghost with the crowbar. I'm sure a lot of people do, yeah. But I kind of want, yeah, like I said, I kind of want to bring the crowbar back as a game pass, so there's certain areas that are kind of like that, where the wall is cracked, and if you smash it with the crowbar, you can get access to secret areas. Like, I want to add a lot more secret areas, and I want to add some kind of reward for finding them. And some of those, not all of those, but some of them would be accessible only with the crowbar game pass. Let me group these, cut, and where's the lighting service? Right down here. Old lights. Paste into at original location. I don't think you have to say at original location in that case, but... Well, what did you see? No freaking way. We're encountering so much. We're changing Ghost Hunt history, and we're encountering so much Ghost Hunt history in this stream, so... What the frick? Why is this here? Garrett, you probably remember this too. Back in the day, in the old morgue, you'd go in the closet and you'd come out, and instead of Billy chasing you, there were body bags on all of the morgue tables. And this is one of them. Like, there used to be like 8 or something. Man, Roblox players back in the day had a lot more imagination. Like, I remember people seeing this event and being like, it's body bags, but like, it's an oval. But, yeah, how long has this just been floating here? Just think, all these years, in the morgue, there's been an invisible body bag that was part of the body bag event from back in the day. What the frick? I'm leaving that there. It's a secret. It's a secret now. I sent the measure plugin. Thank you. I will definitely take a look at that. Ghost body bag. Yes. So weird. This is how those saws work, by the way, in the morgue. When you pick up the paper, it, like, sends them through the wall. But then, like, every time it touches one of these stoppers, it stops the saw. The more you know. I'm hoping, like, someday soon to revamp that entire event, because it's just, like, so old. I call it the trapped human. Oh, gosh. I'm disturbed, but amused. Alright, let's get to work here. So much ghost hunt history. So much ghost hunt history. Okay, so let's say here... I think 26 studs might be a good spacing for this hallway. I love this song, but it's so loud. Yeah, this is nice. Good spacing. Good spacing. And I think that'll apply to this one as well. Kinda. I think if I just move them like this, yeah. Between this light and that light, I think it'd probably light up the whole room in real life. It just, it'd be handy to know, like, how much light these, like, actually put out in real life. I think this is, like, enough. Man, I'm still getting over, like, how much ghost hunt history we're seeing in this stream, and changing. That's kind of cool. That is all happening like in spring, because spring is the season of change, right? We see new beginnings. We see like out with the old, in with the new, and that's kind of what we're doing here. So this is very, very fitting as a springtime ghost hunt update stream. Because it's 100%. We're getting rid of a bunch of old stuff, or storing it away so I don't have to let it go because I'm a hoarder. And replacing it with all the new stuff. It's just really cool. I like it. Hold on. 30 studs that way? No, that's too much. 24. 24 again? Still a bit too much. 20. Oh, it's gotta be just right. Okay. I should add, yeah, here we go again, making ghost hunt history. We're getting rid of these old, like, old neon light. I'm kind of okay with that because, like, these are the ones that flicker, and first of all, that's a huge, well, it's not a huge, but it's an infinite loop to make these lights flicker, and that's a bit of a strain on the game's resources, and that might be what's causing a lot of players lag. This isn't even grouped. I want to find my past self and slap him in the face. For a variety of reasons. Okay, I guess this is also gonna go in the old lights folder, because it is an old light. Both of them are. Yeah, I'm okay getting rid of the the flickering lights in this case because, first of all, it causes lag, and also it's flashing lights, so it's kind of a hazard for people who have epilepsy and all that. And that's no good. Okay, I'm just trying to think. That's hard for me. I don't think well. Yeah, there we go. That's nice. Gorgeous. I quite like it. I think that's probably enough lighting in here, honestly. And I think just for style, I'll put like a couple more of these just right next to each other. Hang on. I'll up the distance of that a bit. Yeah. Oh, dude, this looks creepy. I love it. I need a stretch. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, really big changes here that we're seeing. I wonder if these would look better, like, over here. Or even just, like, kind of out, away from everything else. I know, it's a lot of wiring just for one room. I put these horizontal bars across. I don't think I really need them. This looks nice. I should add like one of those like old creepy operating room lights right here. And at some point I should replace these shelves with the ones downstairs in the basement. And come to think of it, I don't know why I wouldn't do that right now. So much changing right now. Good grief. Like, this is all really overwhelming. But it's so cool at the same time. So wait, those are unioned. Why are these not unioned? Okay, I now pronounce you part and part. I now pronounce you part and part. Part and part. Part and part. Part and part. There we go. You know what I think I'll do? I think I'll actually just rename that old lights folder in the lighting to just old assets in general. Old assets. Okay. So now I'll go ahead and I think that once I move all these shelves, I think what I'm going to discover actually is that this room is kind of too big. Like, look at this room. It kind of looks a little too big for its purpose. So I might actually move the walls too. More history in the making. Awesome. I think a lot of this stuff actually is just too big in general. I don't think this room needs to be this massive. Which means I'm gonna have to redo the lights, but okay. Let me make a group of this leech poster. Or model, rather. Leech poster. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason for this room to be so huge. I don't know why I ever made it this huge. So let's say like, not 810, my gosh, 12 studs. Yeah, honestly. I think that's about the size of it. I think it's how big it should be, roughly. Move all of that like that. Yeah, there we go. And move this and this, that and that. Also closer, but not 12 studs, obviously. Maybe just 6. I don't know. I'll think about that when I finish getting the shelves and stuff set up. Yeah, I kind of want to make like a puzzle someday where like a key is hidden either in a jar in this room or like behind it, and you have to like move. Like, and in the future of Ghost Hunt, what I want to do is create a grabbing and carrying system so like you can pick up a lot of stuff like amnesia, and have a lot of like different puzzles based on that. I think that'd be really cool. Let me know what you guys think of that. I think it'd be really cool, but maybe it's just me. It's to be able to like move stuff around, carry it with you, incorporate that into like the puzzle systems. I think it sounds really nice. Hi Fizzy. Once again, Fizzy, we're making Ghost Hunt history because I realized this room. First of all, we're replacing those old shelves. I don't know when you left or when you like went away, but we're replacing those old shelves in the leech room with the ones that are from the basement. And that made me realize this room is just too big in general. It just doesn't need to be as big as it is, so. Yeah. Move this and all this wall and stuff. And let's say that. Where's, okay, there we go. That, and that, and that, and that, and that. I'm gonna say move those like 4 studs that way. This. I know you sent a message, I'll reply to it in a minute. This, and this. Ooh, that's trickier because this is shared with this wall. Okay. I'll figure that out. I think doing puzzles in Ghost Hunt would be cool unless they were very Resident Evil-y. What do you mean by Resident Evil-y? I've just, well, I shouldn't say I just finished playing with Sunny. I finished recording Resident Evil with Resident Evil Village with Sunny like months ago. I just haven't gotten all the episodes out. In my experience, the puzzles in Resident Evil Village were cool, but they were often just really easy. But what do you mean by that? Like, tell me more what you are thinking. I'm just gonna separate these walls, honestly. They have no reason to be shared. I think that's just the easiest solution in general, anyway. Elaborate and very, I need to get this fireplace emblem to open this massive gate and all these statues. Like the one where, like, there's that riddle in, Lady D's, like, bloodbath, literal bloodbath, and, like, you had to, like, rotate the statues just right. Yeah, that wasn't fun. Oh, I just realized something. Hang on a second. I'm probably dark because I didn't turn that light on. That actually looks a lot better. Okay. Well, I guess I don't need to install those color grading plugins that I was talking about now, but... Yeah, I kind of see what you mean. No, I'm talking like Amnesia, Dark Descent type puzzles where, like, there's objects hidden behind other objects. And if you move them around right, then you'll unlock the secrets. That's kind of the type of thing I'm thinking of. Hi, Geert. How's it going? I'm gonna have to select all these, aren't I? Yeah, this room's just really, really big. And it doesn't need to be at all. Where's the baseboard? Why are you not letting me select the baseboard? There, it's right there. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I know I'm overlapping the lighting that I just made, but I'll fix that shortly. Yeah, this is a lot more appropriate, I think. This looks more like a therapy type room. Only trouble is now it's too bright with this work light. I'm gonna have to do something about that work light, but I'll do that in a minute. Welcome back, Garrett. It's good to see you. I just can't believe how much is changing in this stream. It's just crazy. But it's necessary, all of it, I think. Games that refuse to evolve die. And I don't want that to happen to Ghost Hunt, even though Ghost Hunt's pretty much already dead. Have one lights on the work light be broken? I could. Another thing I kind of want to do with Ghost Hunt is have more flavor text. So, like, the story of these work lights is, like, the paranormal investigation team put them there, like, wherever the cameras are. So, on the one hand, I don't know if they would put one where it's broken, but if I add more flavor text, I can, like, have a flavor text that appears when someone looks at the work light that says, like, this wasn't broken before, what's going on, or something like that, you know? What I could do, also, is just have a knob, like in an ambiguous little dial on these that, like, is presumed to be the brightness controls. I can do that as well. But hey, other than the work light looking too bright, this is looking really good. I'm really liking how this is looking. I think it's this, yeah. Brightness 1, range, I'll turn that down to... Oh, no, not angle. Oh, geez. Range, where's range? There we go. No. I'm doing everything other than what I'm trying to do. 46. Yeah, it's gonna look good. If I was a ghost hunter in a massive abandoned a haunted asylum, I would want the lights to be extremely bright. Yes, that is true. That's a very good point. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like there's like a point in Roblox Studio where like lights are brighter than they would be in real life. If that makes sense. I don't know. I'm probably just talking out of thin air again. I just need every room in Ghost Hunt to tell a story. That's all there is to it. Ah! The story of this room is that I'm really clumsy when it comes to updating. I'll probably update this like table as well with like more realistic looking graphics, if you will. You can tell that these are bed restraints, like, or, you know, just restraints in general for this table, but it doesn't look good. Just because you can tell what it is doesn't mean that it looks good, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Alright, let me duplicate one of these shelves over as well. Right here. Guess I'll move these like over here. I'll have one over here as well that was kind of... My one concern with like replacing all these shelves is like they are a lot more parts than the old ones were. Like the old ones were 2 parts and could have been 1 because I made unions of each of them. These are like 10 parts each, and that's going to be kind of heavy. That's going to be a bit of a load. But they look good. Hey, I just want to send that... Oh, I just sent you that logo. I'm a beginner at this, but I hope you like it. If you don't, I'll make another one. Cool, I will check it out soon. I'm just surprised at how smoothly this process has gone. Like, usually when I update stuff on Ghost Hunt, like, it's like an hour of me fumbling around trying to make something happen, but no, this has gone well. I think that's great. But I think that there's a lot of comic value as well, like, in me like messing up a lot. I think it's kind of like NASCAR in that yes, people kind of like the stream, but they also like to see the crashes. Okay, I'm gonna rename this just for my future self's sake. And these... pin. There you go. What if I made this like slightly transparent? Like so slightly, it's hard to tell. Gross, I don't like it. I just want to make it look less like a Roblox decal, if that makes sense. Alright, see, we've got this now. But I think I need to just start over with these lights because, like, a lot of them have no logical sense behind them now. It's, like, design-wise. Like this... Let me have a look at these in the basement, by the way, because, like, I know I said before, these wires look very different in here from the wires up front, and I'm just wondering, like, if I should make those the wires upstairs, too. You guys send me your thoughts on that and tell me what you think, like... Because there's a very clear difference between wiring and pipes down here, whereas there's really not upstairs, so tell me if you guys like these wires better for upstairs as well. I kinda do, but I'm overwhelmed by the process of going through and replacing all of them. Really cool. I'm gonna give myself a good pat on the back here. These lights being more rusted than the ones upstairs because like more like moisture is dripped down through. That's really cool. Really good. I like that. Okay. I can move this. But I don't know if I will. Yeah, I think a good solution would... what's 20 studs look like? Okay, 26. There we go. I think a good solution would be just to have lights like this. Like 4 in the room in total. Seems like it'd be a good solution to me. I know, I need someone like who actually sets these kind of light fixtures up in real life. I need someone like that in the Ghost Hunt community so they can tell me all the things I'm doing wrong so I can fix them. Yeah, I think also, like, I want this to be a pipe instead of wiring. Ah, wire. Spot the reference with cat. Anyone know the reference? Yeah, it looks good. In that case, I think this is just too much. I don't want to like reuse assets too much because it'll become obvious and people will see what I'm doing. Do. 26. Okay. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I think maybe these should be. Okay. Once and for all, why is the origin position of this so weird? Like, hang on. I'm fixing that. World pivot. There we go. That's much better. Or it will be. Yeah, okay. Have you ever played a game called It Lurks? I've not played it, but I've heard of it. Is it cool? Ah. Like, what actually is it? Is it, that's a Roblox game, isn't it? Or is it just a game? I'm so out of touch. I'm a boomer. Yeah, as a story, but it's short, though. Ah, cool. It's a horror game. Horror game on Roblox or horror game off Roblox? I will do what I should have done a long time ago. Roblox, cool. I thought it was, but I didn't want to like talk out of thin air again. There we go. Finally. Yeah, this is pretty nice. I like it. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I don't know why, but this room looks a lot more horrifying than it did before, and I think that's a good thing. I like it. I'm gonna add more pipes. I know I said a little bit ago, like, there's a lot of pipes there, but... Oh, gosh. I need to make a valve wheel eventually and replace all these, like, crappy-looking valve wheels. I feel like I should just add these pipes to my palette because I find myself putting these everywhere. Confusion. Oh, never mind. It was me. What's the gameplay like on It Lurks? Like, how does it work exactly? I just kind of like this idea that this is like a maintenance, like a spare maintenance room that they just converted into this, like, into this therapy room. Yeah, this is horrifying. I like it. Ain't one of those operating room light things, though. I think the syringe here, right, this little syringe, I think that's the only thing in this entire room that hasn't moved at all in this update, so that's crazy. My camera is still laggy, but I think it's just kind of because It's how streaming goes. Nice. I have to know how it looks on camera though. Let me see. Oh yeah, here's an interesting fun fact for those watching, for those long-time viewers who have been watching Updating My Game for a while. All along, I've been moving spawn points around to determine where I go and where I show up when I play the game. But there's this nice, convenient little play here button that will just put you wherever your camera is in Roblox Studio that I could have been using, so... No more forgetting to put the spawn rooms back, I guess. Okay, cameras. Cam 5, okay. Ooh, it's cool. It is. But I didn't know you could pick up the key from the camera. That's cool. It's cool, but it's still too bright. So I think I will add that like brightness adjustment knob to each one of the work lights because I like the ability that I like the implication that they could just turn down or up the brightness of the work lights at any time. It's pretty cool. I think maybe these should be closer together actually. 4 studs that way. 4 studs this way. Too close. 2 studs each, I guess. Yeah, I know I'm like procrastinating the ending a bit more right now, but building new areas sounds really overwhelming right now, and I have no idea what I want the layout to be yet, so. I think they should be closer together this way as well, like closer to the center of the room. I think big part of Roblox development, honestly, is just messing around until you come up with the right thing. Yeah, I just don't want this to look so overwhelming, you know? I guess it kind of has to go into this wall. That's fine, it works. Oh, it kind of has to go into that wall too. Gosh, I'm messing myself up. But I don't think it needs to go there. Yeah, that's nice. Well, I think I like the wire going into there too. It's nice. Very cool. Oh, geez. Oh my. Glad I caught that. Well, there we are. Ah. So there's the lights, they're fixed. I've been streaming for an hour and a half, but it felt like 3 hours, honestly. I don't know why. This floor drain, I think this is aged really well. I made this from scratch in Photoshop when I was like 12 or something. Yeah, I just think it's really aged well. Maybe it's just me, but I like it still. I think it works. Okay, we're gonna see a very similar change to the morgue. I think the morgue is too big, but I think it should be, since it's kind of a boss arena in a way. Which one of these has the flickering light? What's this? Yeah, it's this one, okay. So I won't be getting rid of any flickering lights by getting rid of these. Well, that's good. Hang on, I need to check on the vents of the... Also need to add lights to the bathroom. Yeah, I almost forgot these, okay. Glad I spotted the vents in the morgue. Otherwise, I would have completely ignored these. Okay. Yeah, that looks nice. This could look a bit closer to the corner. And this isn't even entirely in the room. But other than those two things, it looks really nice. Yeah, something like this. Alright, which axis is that exactly that I've been moving? It's the Z? Okay, that works. Fizzy soda. I think Ghost Hunt has the luxury of not being like 90% of the new horror games that are just glorified mazes with a monster that walks around since it's so old. That is very true. And that's kind of the gameplay I've been actively trying to reject. Like, there is that chase scene in the morgue, yes, which is very broken and it needs revamped, but that's not the core of the gameplay, you know? It's not what's at Ghost Hunt's core. Quick opinion, do you guys think this looks better on this side or that side? I'm kind of leaning toward that side, so here's option number 1 on that side, or option number 2. I don't know. I think they both look good. I need you guys to decide. Tell me which one. Option 2? Okay. That's 1 vote for option 2. I'm kind of voting toward that as well. I just like the idea that this is like more of an industrial like maintenance space or whatever, and they just like threw in all the like operating room stuff here and turned it into a therapy room. I just want to put a lot more signs of like mismanagement of the asylum throughout the game. Okay, so that's option 2. Okay. Before I forget, I should also put some lights in the bathroom, then we'll get to the morgue. Add a secret where it can spew water or acid. I think water would make more sense. There used to be, I don't know if I should talk about this even on YouTube or not, it might get me in trouble, but there used to be an event where like there was blood in one of the sinks. But the problem is that used to be in the women's room, and I did not like the implications of that. And I promise that was an accident, so I literally just switched the signs around. And I think that was my solution. I think it was this one? Question mark? Is that event still even here? Yeah, it was this one. This one. Yeah. It's still there, but the script is disabled, so it doesn't happen anymore. I should revamp that. I think the reason I disabled it is because it was just too frequent. But I should just revamp it so it's less frequent and it still happens. That's nice. It's a cool event. Wasn't it one of the end ones? It was this one, right? Well, you just saw it probably, but it was this one, yeah. It's the second one in. So, yeah, I'm not sure what the implications of that are story-wise, but it's kind of interesting. So, I'm gonna copy and paste these from now on because I changed the origin of those so that they're centered. And that's just better in general. I'm thinking maybe these should line up with these pillars. On the wall. It might be too many though. I think it would be. Every other pillar might be too few. Maybe I shouldn't line them up with anything and they should just be their own thing. I don't know, this looks really good actually. I'm okay with this. So, do you guys prefer like these really big bulky pipe looking things, or do you like the wiring on the ceiling of the basement here? Because like I kind of see the advantages of like drawing a distinction between wiring and pipe. Kind of, you know, the wiring doesn't make sense. What do you mean? I think both are very accurate to real life. Okay, I've got 2 viewers in the stream. One of them are telling me that the wiring makes no sense. The other one are telling me it's accurate to real life, so... What to do? Don't tell me I have to make a decision by myself. I can't do that. Maybe I should switch these around. Yeah. I think that looks nice. Basement would have those types of wires on roofing and pipes going through the walls. Would have electrics in protect it. Oh, yeah, good point. Add one of those rooms where you can't get hurt in, like made out of pillows. Oh, yeah. White room. Rubber room. What the flip are those called? I'm drawing a blank on the name. What are those called? That's gonna bother me until I look it up, isn't it? Soft room in mental hospital. Padded room, padded cell. Thank you, Google. Gosh. My brain's just not working right, and hasn't been for like 2 weeks. But in other news, this looks nice. It does. Woo! I like it. It's probably good that I'm like putting the lights first and the piping and wiring second. Go over there. What's stopping you from going over here? Okay, there we go. It's really big. I gotta change the size of it. Like, oh, how far does this go? Man, that goes all the way. That's crazy. Why is that so long? And if a player gets stuck in it, you would have to break out with a knife. That's kind of cool. Ah! Sorry if you're hearing my text. I meant to silence my phone, but I forgot. There we go. Okay, now it's just on vibrate, so it'll get haptics. Love me some haptics. Big fan of haptics. There we go. Okay, so there's that one. And now we're gonna move that over here. Et voila. And that's the bathroom all done. Or at least that one. I don't think the cafeteria bathroom actually has anything like that. So maybe I'll just copy and paste like this over to the cafeteria bathroom real quick. I think that's probably sound decision because otherwise I'll forget. Okay. I'm wondering if these bathrooms are the exact same height. I guess we'll find out today. I think they are. Yeah, this one has a vent though, so that's has a vent going across it, so that's gonna complicate things like a lot. Okay, it didn't complicate things that much, but how like low are these to the floor though. These look like a tall person could just like reach up and hit him, and that's kind of bad. Where's the play here button? Play here. Yeah. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, you can bang your head on those. That's not good. Ooh, not sure how to fix that and keep the vent, but I really like the vent, so I don't want to get rid of it. I could have like the corner of the vent. I don't know. For now, I guess this is it. Made you a padding room? Oh, cool, thanks. Where is everything? Okay. I moved this way too far forward. But that's not gonna fix the issue with the vent here, so I'm gonna have to figure out how else to move it. Yeah, there we go. Something like that. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, for now, I'm gonna have to just make all of these, like, collidable. And players are literally gonna have to be able to bump their heads into them, but maybe I'll figure out a way to fix that later. But I really like this vent, so I don't want to move it. Maybe I could move the vent, like, over here. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out someday. It's not that big a deal, though, so... Dun, dun, dun. Can collide? Sure. Can collide? Yeah. I wish you could do this with an entire model instead of having to select all the parts in the model. Because, I mean, anchoring, you can do that with anchoring, just not can collide. Pop. So it's taken a while to do that. Maybe there's a plugin for that too, but I don't know. I think I really have shot myself in the foot all these years for not using plugins, but eventually I want to do a stream where it's just me exploring plugins and like testing them and getting used to them. Because I think in the long run, even though it would take me away from working on Ghost Hunt, I think in the long run that'd benefit me. So there's that for now. Make sure all that works real quick. Yeah. Bonk. 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 Yep. We're good. Okay, nothing's poking out over there. Okay, cool. So there's the bathroom's done. Now I guess the morgue is next. Oh, I was gonna turn down the brightness of this. Yeah, almost forgot. And I'm also gonna add the brightness knobs to those eventually. Brightness point 0.5, I guess. I need to see what that looks like on the cameras, though. Oh, hang on a second. I might not need to make the brightness that low. Let me see something. Hang on. Brightness 1. It just occurred to me when I tested out what that looks like on the cameras, I did not turn on global shadows, and I did not change the ambient back to how it normally is. So this might actually be how it is, how it should be after all. That room looks horrifying in the dark, and I love it. Okay, well I'm outside, but that's okay. What the flip? No, it is still too bright, okay. Well, hang on, let me wait for the shadows to kick in. And there's a flickering light somewhere in there as well that I gotta fix. Yeah, because when you run, like, the game or play the game, like it takes a few minutes for some reason for like the shadows to, you know, become how they're going to be in the game. I think that's probably long enough. Okay. It doesn't look terrible, but I think the brightness should still come down a little. I probably should have found out what the brightness was while I was in the game, or what the brightness needs to be while I was in the game. So brightness should come down, range should come up. I guess. Yeah. Man, change the color of the light to what? Change it to what? Pray tell. And where is that flickering light coming from? That's like somewhere around here. Oh, that's gonna be a pain to find. What the frick? Where's that flickering light? Ah, I found you. Yes. Goodbye. Yeah, change the color of the light to what? Just gonna wait for the lighting to kick in. Something like gray? Isn't it? It kind of looks like a grayish color already. Unless you're meaning like to darken it so it's not like a solid white. That might make sense. Because there is two ways actually to control the brightness of a light in Roblox. You can change the brightness or you can change the color. So that kind of makes sense. Oh, you are genius. That's a good idea. Yeah, because I think that gets you a lot more, like, control over the brightness, actually. And I'll change it for the front lights as well, so it looks a bit more consistent, but I kind of like this, like, glare effect we've got on the floor, though, so I don't want to turn it that far down. There we go. Yeah, that was a good idea. Thank you. Change it to a yellowish tint. It already has a bit of a yellowish tint. But yeah, I'll definitely revisit that. When I do that, I'll have to copy and paste the color 3 value to all of the work lights, so. The outside of the asylum just looks so liminal. Like, this is 100%, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's so creepy. This is what Ghost Hunt looks like outside. Like, out of bounds. It's so liminal. I'm, like, expecting to find an entity or something. But, man, it's just so creepy. Alright, what's... Ugh, I keep hitting escape by accident. Oh yeah, that looks nice. Thank you, you fixed it. So now it looks bright enough on the inside, but also dark enough on the cameras. That was a great idea, thank you. Massive, massive help. What's your name in the Discord server? Are you just Geert in that? I'm terrible at keeping track of like who's who, but you know, don't at me. I like that logo, that's cool. Oh gosh. All the comment got banned or hacked, okay. So you are Geert in the Discord server. Why is my nose so itchy? I know it's so off topic, but my nose is itchy, and I demand to know why. Where's the good noodle board? Okay. I've got a couple gears here. Yeah. Might still appear. My actual Discord name is Killer SD. Okay. The ghosts of the asylum are attacking your nose. Oh yeah. Oh, nose. Okay, I'm giving you a good noodle star, Gert, for helping out with the light problem. Because I've done that wrong. Hang on. Don't look. Nobody look. Nobody look. Okay. Son of a gun! Okay. I've given you a good noodle star for helping me, because not only does that help me in this instance, but it also, like, helps illuminate, like, ways I can fix other lights. Pardon the pun. See, I know what would happen if I made the brightness 1.7 now that the color is like that. I'm just curious. Hey, I spawned inside for once. That's cool. Yeah, so I should still keep the brightness down, but hey, it still looks great. Yeah, I am still planning on adding a brightness knob to all the work lights and stuff, because that just sounds cool. Alright, so that's that done. Very fantastic, all of it. I just love the way the light just reflects off of the floor with this, like, tiled floor looking thing. Oh gosh. Okay. Whew. Where's the lighting service? Tis here. Turn the ambient back up and the global shadows back off for now. So we've got lights in the hallway, we've got lights in the blood lending room, we've got lights in bathrooms. Oh, real quick. I've got another bathroom I gotta add lights to. And I'll do that before I forget, because I constantly forget that bathroom exists. And it's the one kind of close to the courtyard area. Y'all probably know what I'm talking about. Yeah, kind of down this hall. Jeez. Oh my gosh. We're even... Is it me, or is the moving things really glitchy today for some reason? Like, that's not just me, right? Everyone's seen that. Everyone and their grandma has seen that. Oh! Nailed it. I have to leave now, but I hope the rest of your stream is fun and productive. Thank you, Fizzy, for joining the stream. And I'm glad you liked it, if you did. I'm kind of assuming you liked it. That's very rude of me. But, yeah, I hope you liked it, and I'll see you probably in the next one. Doing Alan Wake next Saturday, so. Here's a vent! I've got vents in these bathroom I could just duplicate. And I've even got corner pieces that look really good. Yeah, thanks again, Fizzy. See you next time. I think that fits like a glove, and I love it, yeah. Yeah, I might just copy and paste these vents from this bathroom to the cafeteria one. And also the one by the bloodletting room, because I noticed the one by the bloodletting room doesn't actually have any vents at all. Oh! That's kind of weird. Hang on. I need to copy and paste in the meantime something from the cafeteria vent over there, which is these. Little vent cover things. Okay, let's say 20 studs apart. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous. I really like how that turned out. And I'll probably just copy and paste those straight over to this vent, but without the 20 stud moving restrictions. Pop. Loving the snapping so much. I don't think I'm ever gonna stop talking about how much I love the snapping in that in Roblox Studio now. I know it's just a beta feature, but whew, it's so handy, so handy. Right, now I've got those light fixtures there. I think the morgue is our next target. So let's head on over there. I know the lights, or the cells don't have individual lights of their own, but I'm gonna ignore that for a bit. Let's enjoy the sound of Gymnopédie #1. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation of that song title, but yeah, what can you do? Paste into, okay. Here we go. Okay, I'm thinking 3x3, like a 3x3 grid of lights. So let's say one here. Bam. Oh, heck yeah. That's perfect. No way, I did something on my first try. That's cool. I think they should be moved a little bit to the left. That's so cool. Did it just snap to the center of this brick? Or to the center of the ceiling? I think it might have, and that's really cool. I'll move this vent like 2 studs that way and 2 studs that way, and then I'll do the same to this one. 2 studs there, 2 studs there. Actually, I think what I'll do instead of that is I'll get rid of these entirely. More Ghost Hunt history happening. And I'll go to that restroom that I was just in, and I'll copy and paste one of these bad boys all the way over to the morgue. I'll modify as needed, but okay. The layout of my own building confuses me. And that might be a bad sign, but I can fix layout problems later. Oh yeah, this is looking good. It's looking good. But hang on, let me see something real quick. Cause didn't this have like, yeah, I missed this. I gotta bring one of those over. Sorry, my bad. Where's everything? Okay, there it is. Okay, so it doesn't matter which direction it's facing, the texture is going to be the same either way. There we go. Cool. Everything's just been working really well this whole stream. And that's kind of a nice change of pace because usually things don't. There we go. There's nothing wrong with having this run into the wall either, so really cool. I'll move these a little bit to the left as well. Fantastic. This looks off because I think there should be another wedge like here that's smaller. Made a special item slot thingy? Thanks. I always wanted a special item slot thingy. Yeah, I am planning on making a custom inventory as well, so that might be kind of aptly timed. Half a stud, perhaps, or 2 5 studs, 1/25 a stud, quarter stud. No, it was good the way it was before. I don't know, I'm leaving it alone for now. Or leaving it like this for now, I guess. Or even leaving it like that for now. I think that's my best bet. Oh, there we go. Okay. Whew. Yeah, this is looking good. I think it should be lower. I want it to be lower at least. So I'll move it down a bit, and then I'll resize this up a bit, like that. No, that looks weird. I like it better looking like that, actually. Need me to send it to you? You can if you want. I'm always open to it. Goodness, I'm tired. Yeah, I was up late. I was really struggling with the thumbnail for Resident Evil Village Part 10, but I want to show you what it looks like on stream, because despite my struggle to make it, I'm really happy with how it turned out, so... Let me see. Catulus? Resident Evil Village. No, not re-uploads. Resident Evil Village. Oh, that's not where... I think my brain needs a firmware update. Here we are. So here is what I've made for... This is very close. Very up close, but... This is what I made for the, Resident Evil Village Part 10 thumbnail here. It's Heisenberg. It was hard because, like, of the coloring, like, I wanted to emphasize, like, the contrasting orange and blue colors in the background, but, like, putting that on Heisenberg's face and making it look realistic was kind of tricky. Because that's not how he looked like in the actual image. He just looked like, you know, naturally lit, if you will. But I'm very happy with how this turned out, so. The new Resident Evil Village Part 10 will be on YouTube tomorrow at 7 a.m., I think, so. It's an okay episode. It's an episode that exists and we meet Heisenberg, so. That's what I can say about that, so. Thank you very much. Alright, so we've got all these lights here, and all we need to do is, like, wire them up, so. Let's get to work on that. And then after that, I might just call it a stream. And do something kind of similar next stream, honestly, because I need time to... Okay, this is going to be kind of a big announcement. I wish there were more people in here to hear it, but people are going to watch the stream probably after it's over, so... The next big areas we make, like the areas past the cubicle offices, are going to be the ending areas. If you want a generator, turn them on, add a remote event. I should learn how to use remote events. I don't know how to do that. But yeah, the next areas that we add past the office cubicles area is going to be like the ending areas. It's going to be the main lobby where people came in. It's going to have the front door to leave the asylum. which is major. The problem is I don't know what I want the layout of the main lobby to be, so. Hey, Fostrate, good to see ya. You've tuned in slightly late, but I could stream a bit longer now that you're here. I was mainly gonna stop streaming because, like, not many people are here now, but people seem to be kind of rejoining. But yeah, Fostrate, so much Ghost Hunt history has changed in this stream. Like, a lot of freaking stuff has changed. So first of all, I'm going back and replacing all the older lights with newer lights. Which look nice. I need a consensus, though, on whether I should keep these pipe-looking wires or if I should, like, have the wires look like these tiny pipes in the basement to help distinguish the difference between, like, lighting wires and pipes. So yeah, first of all, we've done that. We've changed all the lights, or at least a lot of the lights on the ground floor from the old ones to the new ones. We've added lights to the bathroom because they didn't exist. We've given the bloodletting room a complete makeover. It was way too big before, unnecessarily large, unrealistically large, and the shelves looked dated. So I replaced all the shelves with new shelves and made the room a lot smaller, and now it looks really industrial as well, and I kind of like the implication that this is like just some industrial like maintenance room or something that they just converted into like a bloodletting therapy room. So that happened. And what else? We replaced all the lighting in here. I got rid of that red light, that random red light that appears in the hallway here. I might bring it back someday, but it's just not on my priority list right now. It's because it's a really weird event. And we also for the first time in Ghost Hunt history, we lowered the height of the ceiling in the spawn room, so it looks more realistic now. That's basically it. I'm also going to add some lights in here, but, you know, not high on the priority list. So, yeah, we've done a lot in this stream, and you should, like, definitely. The rest on the pipes kind of contrast with the lights a bit, not gonna, yeah. So I might, like, in a future stream, just replace all the wire. Like, now that we've replaced all the lighting fixtures, we might replace all the lighting wiring with these. And I think it'll look really nice. Where's my high-res leech poster? Yeah, I should. Also, we put an Easter egg on one of the lights, as per one user's suggestion. Oh, it's not on that one anymore. I moved it to one of these. It's right here. Someone just said to, like, add an Easter egg on top of one of the lights. And I'm like, okay, what do we add? And this is here. Which I guess technically, if you want to be really philosophical about it, this is the very first piece of graffiti that's in the game. Actually, no. The first piece of graffiti art in the game would be the world is the patient message. Yes, Gert, it was you. Where the flip is it? Okay, here it is. Yeah, right here. Maybe this is technically the first piece of graffiti art, but... Now, let me change the font of that Cat Loves His Wife thing. Yeah, I'm not really great at keeping track of, like, who gave me what ideas or who sent what messages. So, text box. I do remember, Garrett, you were really OCD about this being a text box and not a text label. But, it works. I made it work. Where the... font at? Oh my. There's a lot of new fonts that I've not seen. Add more fonts? Since when? Since when can you do that? Okay, I want a whole... You forgot. I told you. I told you you would forget. Animatic? Oh, that does look cute. Can I make it bold? Oh, dude. That looks adorable. I love that. And make it white. Why would I make it white? Maybe I drew it with a paint pen? Text color 3. That's the whitest I can make it. This is so cute, though. I really like it. All right, white or black? They both look good, but I think you're kind of onto something. I think white does look good, or red. I could make it red. But yeah, cute little Easter egg there. I want a whole. I've decided. I want a whole compilation of every time during these streams that I've found some like new feature that's existed for probably years, and my mind's been blown. I've been like, how long have you been able to do that? I want a whole compilation like that. Yeah, red light is gone for now. I might bring it back because I put it in the lighting service instead of just deleting it. I'm gonna graduate first and I will start vectorizing the graffiti textures both I and you have. Okay, cool. All right, so for now, okay, I guess since, is Adobe Illustrator, yeah. Adobe Illustrator is great, I should use it, I should learn it. Wait a second, I've been a big old fool because I've had one of these light things in my lighting palette that I could have been using all this time and I haven't. I'm such a big dumb dummy, but that's okay. Since I'm gonna replace all the wiring in the place anyway, I might as well just like start that now. So bear with me. I love the subtle like animations, like when you rotate and tilt stuff now. But yeah, it's been a crazy stream. Just because of how much stuff has changed. Stuff that's existed in Ghost Hunt for a long time. Also, Fosterate, I have to show you something. Fosterate. Let me finish like moving these lights up, and then I'll show it to you. This might blow your mind if you haven't known about it. And I don't know how you could have known about it either, so. Let me move these up. Okay. Look. All this time, I may have found this in a video before and I just forgot about it. I think this sounds familiar. I think I probably have found this in a video before and I just forgot about it. But all this time, just floating here by itself for no reason is a body bag from the old body bag event that happened, or that used to happen, like when you in the morgue. Which is insane. Also, I fixed my camera so it doesn't have those weird lines when I move. You did know that, okay. Welcome back, T-Bach. It's in one of my videos. Okay, so my mind... I have dementia, I swear. No, I have short-term memory loss, like Dory. Yeah, I'm just really bad at remembering things that I've discovered. Welcome back, T-Bach. It's good to see you. We've changed so much just in the time that you've been gone. Like, if you have time, I get it. Like, these are really long streams. Yes, I am like Dory for sure. These are really long streams, and I respect that a lot of people probably don't have time to watch them all. But if you have time to watch any of them in full length, this is the one I would recommend. Because just how much we've done. We've done so much with this stream. And a lot of it has been like massive changes to the history of the game. 5 people watch, yeah. We had 6 people watching earlier, so I want them back. Yeah, let me re-educate myself on... Okay, yeah, so these two things are not connected in the basement. That's all I need to know. Yeah, I'm definitely like Dory. Definitely. And I've always been like that, but I think it's gotten worse as I've gotten older, so... But I think it's not because of age, I think it's because I've had more on my mind as I've gotten older. Because when you're a kid, you don't realize how simple life is. Dory's son. My mom identifies as Dory all the time, because like I get my ADHD from my mom, and so she's got like she's kind of forgetful too, and that's something that comes with ADHD. Kind of sucks, but you know, it is what it is. I hate that saying, but there's times where all you can do is use that saying. So, yeah. So I don't think it's because like an age thing. I think it's because Well, it is, but not for the reasons like people think. Like, I think it's because like when you're young, like when you're a kid, you don't realize how simple life is. At least for, you know, most kids. And when you get older, like life gets more complicated. Maybe not always easier, but more complicated. Like there's just more stuff that you have to think about, more stuff that you have to participate in and actively do that you didn't have to worry about when you were a kid. And I think that I've really, this, very off topic, the lighting wires, I think this looks a lot better. Yeah, so here's the flickering light. I'm just moving this over here. Looks nice. Yep. So yeah, not to get too like emotional and philosophical about it, but I do think that's kind of a thing. Just like as you age, I'm trying to decide if I should add another wire to like bridge all these together. Let me know. Add the body bags back. I think I want to. I want to someday add, if I do, it won't look like this. This is literally just an oval. Like I was talking, Fostrate, I was talking to you earlier, like about how much more imagination Roblox players of old had. Like they see this, and because it's in a morgue, they'd realize, oh, it's a body bag. But it's just an oval. Like there's not even the zipper on it. Yeah, Fostrate's got the right idea. Make a better model. I will. I will. Don't think I won't. I will bring the body bag event back, but low on the priority list. Yeah, I don't think there's really any need to bridge the gap between those, so. Yeah, I feel like there's more stuff that we did that's also changed history in Ghost Hunt, but I can't remember what it was. Make an animation where they wiggle. Gosh. Friggin' Arkham Asylum flashbacks. If anyone's played Arkham Asylum, you probably remember the Scarecrow part in the first Arkham Asylum game. Where's Fizzy Soda? I know she likes Arkham Asylum. Yeah, Stairwell needs lights too, but I'm not going to pay attention to that right now. Yeah, the Scarecrow part of Arkham Asylum with the body bags. I'm not going to spoil it for those if they haven't played, but I think that might actually be what gave me the idea for the body bag event in the first place, but absolutely horrifying and made me it literally made me sell the game back when I was when I played Arkham Asylum the first time and I came across the Scarecrow part, I literally gave the game back to the game store because of how scary it was. It was the ultimate scare quit. But yeah, I think that's remains the scariest part of any of the Arkham games, if I'm being honest. I think I'll have this one over here instead, just for fun, you know. I need to go to the bathroom. I'm gonna get myself some tea, so I'll be back shortly, as soon as I finish moving this. Like, local chance equals math.random 1 to 50. If chance equals 32, then spawn body bags. That would make the event very rare, unless it rolls that dice, like, very frequently. But yeah, you've got the right idea. That is very much how well, that's how anyone does RNG. But yeah, it would probably be a really rare event, but I might rely on one of the dice that I've got, but... yeah, so you wanted it to be rare, yeah. Yeah, I'm in it. I'm with you. I'm keeping up. I'm smart. I promise. I'll be right back. I need to get myself some tea and go to the bathroom, but not in that order. Be right back. I have returned. Sorry it took a minute, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Paint has like a chisel tip fountain pen option for your brushes. Like if I'd have known that, I've written the other like BRB text in that as well, or screens. But wow, there's a lot to unpack here. Like local chance equals math to, oh, I read that. Spawn body bag, that's the point, it's supposed to be actually fire all the clients, and in local script, in a starter GUI, do the stuff like spasm body bag spawn, But if you fire the client, then it won't appear for new players, just to, why am I worried about client? Like, I think if a body bag appears, it should appear for everyone. I mean, the idea of like one player seeing a body bag and like another player not, that's pretty terrifying, but I want everyone to see the body bags. But, okay, where were we? Yeah, making the new wires, okay. Now, there should be one light in here at least, so. Light, in you go. I don't know how the origins of these keep getting like off center. I'm not even gonna bother wiring, like putting a wire on this one. Like this looks fine. Okay. Ay. I'm wondering what should have been in here. If anything. I don't know. I'll worry about that later. You guys can hear me, right? I correctly unmuted my mic. Okay, good. Some tea here. Yeah, I really do like how this looks now. Because the old bloodletting room admittedly was way bigger than necessary. Fostrate, are you still here? And if you are, what do you think of the new bloodletting room? The new leech room? Hop in and see what it's like on camera, I guess. Man, Roblox's glass just looks so cool. You love it? That's fantastic. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, Geert helped me with the lighting in the room because, which is also going to launch another thing that kind of, I don't want to say it changes. Still missing the old leech jump scare though. I don't know if I'd call it jump scare, but it's definitely missing it, yeah. But yeah, I was struggling with getting the lighting right with the work light because it was too bright before with the night vision on the camera, but Geert suggested making the color of the light darker because that's another way to control the brightness of Roblox lights. There's two ways to control brightness of Roblox lights. You can control the brightness setting or you can control the color. Because if you set the color to black, for example, it's just not there. The light just isn't there. MG1. Hi. Now I do scripting and UI. Cool. You might be able to help out with, oh, dude. Rare event. It's a rare event, but I need to fix it because, that actually got my heart going. It's a rare event, but I need to fix it because, he's floating and he's not supposed to be. Let me see if I can just fix that now real quick. My gloves back on. MG1, like your goose emoji, thanks. Turn off anchored. Why does he have collision? That's a very good question. That's two things I need to fix. Go into command bar and do, I'm very curious as to what your, delete system 32. Huh. So how's the weather? We had a tornado where I live yesterday. Touched ground kind of close by. It was kind of scary. Yeah, at the store I work at, because I work at a bakery and a grocery store. we all took, like, all the customers and employees had to take shelter in the dairy cooler because that's apparently, like, the safest place structurally to go, like, if there's a tornado. And I brought, like, a bunch of cookie labels with me. If V is a base part, then what's V? V anchored false. I don't like the sound of that. V is the children inside the character. He's not actually a character. He's basically a mannequin. Be humanoid root part. Yeah, where is he? I think he's in replicated storage. That particular... I've been really inconsistent about, like, where I keep... Yeah, here he is. Okay. Okay, hang on. Cut. Paste at original location. Okay. You are going... You're going here? Question mark? Why does he keep floating up? There's nothing there. I don't think. Oh no, maybe the leech trigger is still there, it's just deactivated. I think that's actually true. I'm also gonna, like, make him look slightly this way. Yeah, if I ever, like, make cutscenes in Ghost Hunt for any reason, I have to have, like, a moment where, like, Billy just takes off his mask and that's what he looks like. Do you need help scripting? It depends on what I'm making. Usually I get by without help with scripting, but sometimes, you know, I had a snag. Oh, he has a character. I thought he was a human. Never mind. I never know what I'm talking about. Okay, replicated storage. Where is it? There it is. Can't be attached without a human. Yeah. That's true. Yeah, I should have known because there is the beveling on the limbs and all that. I think this poster should come down a little bit. There we go. Okay. I also recommend adding a folder with the stuff in it to stay organized. I also recommend that, now that I'm doing that, but the problem is, like, all of my scripts pull from the, like, location, like, the script that makes him appear pulls from the location that he's stored in right now, so it's not something I want to get into yet, but eventually, like, Fosterate had the idea a few streams back. It is easy to fix, but it takes time. Fosterate had the idea a few streams back to, like, have a stream dedicated to, like, reorganizing my, file structure or folder structure. And I think I will. At some point. But there's other, like, more important updates to be done first. I know it doesn't take a while, but I don't know where the script is that does that, so, and I don't want to find it. I don't want to dig through, like, all of this just to, like, figure out, like, where it is, so. It'll wait. I'll get there eventually, but it's gonna wait for now. Do you need any UI? Eventually I might make a, well, I'm going to make a custom inventory, but I don't know if I'll need help with the UI on that or not, or if I'll make it myself. What I really need is, like, a theme for Ghost Hunt so that, like, all the stuff looks kind of similar, but I'm also gonna, like, add, like, a knob on the side of this, which is, like, theoretically the brightness control for the work lights. For now, just do one stream where you organize everything else. Yeah, that's the idea. That's definitely the idea. And definitely what I want to do. So the only room we haven't hit downstairs with the new lights would be the cafeteria. It's mainly because I don't know how I want to do them. Make broken lights? That's an idea. Yeah, I'll revisit the cafeteria and I'll think about how I want to do the lights in that one, because that's kind of weird. Just the structure of the cafeteria is really weird. It's my least favorite room in the game to update. It's really big. It's got that catwalk thing. But let's head upstairs for a second, because up here we've got all these and I can remove. Also, found out that the new lights actually have exactly as many parts contained in each one as the old lights. So, no need to worry about, like, more lag. Crowbar guy, yeah! It's Return of Crowbar guy. It'd be suck to be named after the thing that killed you. In the past. Alright. Get rid of all these. These suck. No, they don't. They're just dated. Very dated. And I think this room here, I'm gonna... Actually, I might have this entire floor have the acoustic panel looking ceiling. Because I think it would make more sense. I think it'd make a lot of sense. So I'll go ahead and do that, except in the stairwell. Stairwell will have, you know, other lights. Old lights. Cut. Where the lighting at? Yeah. So yeah, Garrett, it's probably hard for you to watch my streams just because, like, you seem really organized about how you design your stuff, and I'm not. And so it's just probably painful for you to see, like, my folder structure and my hierarchy and all that. But I don't care. I'll fix it eventually. I will fix it. I will. The ghosts in the room before the world is the patient room are my favorite ghosts in the game. Really? Why is that? I never knew that. This room needs more detail. It's... Okay, for clarity, this was a break room. That was the purpose of this room in the game. It was a room for the staff to take break in. It needs tables. It needs lights. Probably maybe some pipes off in the corner, like a microwave. Oh, there should be like a countertop over here. They are chill. They're just talking, yeah. These are literally the ghosts of people who were on break and talking about the weather or whatever. That's literally the story of these guys. But yeah, this is... Canonically, this was the the break room. Can I make you a flashlight with the battery? No. I'm gonna do that myself. But it's gonna be a big update, and it's gonna impact the gameplay like massively, which is why I want to do it. And eventually I want to make the flashlight do the thing where, like, if you look up, the light looks up too, but I don't know how that works. I don't know how to do that, so. Because that gets into, like, mouse movement and all that. Okay. It's time to make another acoustic panel ceiling. Why is that there? Target C for... Okay, it's just there to tell the chair where to go. Light rain soon. Okay, I got a weather notification. Alright, yeah, acoustic panel ceiling will go on all of this. The entire upper floor. Maybe add a flashlight to the player? Kinda. But then translating all the colored flashlights and the, like, flashlight game passes to that, would take some doing. I could do it, it just takes some doing. I'm dreading the day you lock first person and I can't clip through stuff anymore. Well, I might make a game pass that unlocks first person that you could buy. Yeah, Fostrate, I'll let you clip through stuff for a price. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I've got this stuff on my palette for a reason, so. But I should put one of the lights that I made. I'm just so happy with how this ceiling turned out. Like, interesting fun fact about me and like the history of my Roblox development. I've tried to make these kinds of ceilings before, but I failed. I failed so hard, it demotivated me and I never wanted to try it again. So I'm glad that this turned out much better than last time. Last several times I've tried to make. Okay. Here we go. I think the first step, honestly, of making these is just to make the outer frames, actually. Son of gun. Son of gun. GH session tonight? Maybe, but I'm going to be hanging out with my parents and my family tonight. Or my wife and my family tonight. Frick. Wife and parents. Wife and parnets. Okay, this is cool. There we go. Sorry, wife texted me. I gotta figure out what she's talking about. Okay. Did not pertain to me. Pertain to parents. We're in a group text. What am I gonna say? Guess what I'm gonna say? I'll give you a hint. It involves a beta feature I really like. I love the snapping. It's so good. Alright. So I think right here is where I'll start making it. Yeah. Yeah, I think just the first step of making these at any given time is just to outline the place first. Oh, I've gone too far. What? What is going on? Oh. Oh. Oh, that's weird. Okay, I hate that. Gosh. Alright, how long has it been like that, exactly? And how long did I make this? Okay, there's that. Inner peace, inner peace. There we go. Much better. Yeah, I'm not sure why Roblox didn't make snapping sooner, because it just seems like such a simple, like, quality of life feature that every game should have. Or every, like, building game should have. So I'm not sure why they only just got around to making it, but I'm glad they did. I'm very grateful. Yeah, this is the one problem with having these acoustic panel ceilings is like they just take forever to design. But once you do, they're really cool. They look very real. Bring a lot of life. Dun, 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 dun. Yeesh, where's that? Okay, we're good. Yeah, I feel bad that I can't join in on, like, Ghost Hunt or Game Night or anything, but it just happens to be befalling, like, times where I'm already doing stuff with, like, real-life friends or my parents or my wife and all that. Oh. Let's resize that one then. Zoop. So cool. Does anybody remember, how do I clip through walls? Fostrate can teach you, it's very tricky. Whoa, hang on a second. So, oh, so the snapping and what it snaps to is determined by where the handles are. So if my handles to drag her over here, it won't snap because there's nothing to snap there. But if I move them there, then it snaps. That's so freaking cool. My gosh, I love the snapping. It's so good. Turn into Batman. All right. You know something really is cool to me when I turn into Batman to talk about it. All right. Yeah, things have been going really well. Like, Fostrate, you've seen the other streams before. You know how it usually goes. I fumble around for like an hour trying to make the simplest thing happen, and then like 2.5 hours later, I finally made a little bit of progress. But no, today things have been going really well from start to finish, and savor the moment. I was talking earlier, I think it's just because I just don't care right now. Like, I'm just so, like, detached from caring in the stream. I think that is, like, the philosophy of stoicism. Like, life is easier and you're so much more focused, like, when you just don't care about things. When you just don't let things bother you. I'm just in a screw it mood. Y'all ever in a screw it mood? I'm in a screw it mood. I screwed it too much. Hang on a second. Here, I'll make a video and send it to Discord when I get home. Yeah. Fostrate's the guy to teach how to do all the speedrunner tactics. He knows. He knows them. I gotta let my wife know that I'll still be streaming probably when she gets home because she's on her way home now. And I should probably wrap up the stream soon because I've been streaming for a while. So after I get this ceiling finished, then I'll end the stream. Sip the tea for power. Okay. I want a stream deck so I can play the... Oh, Fostrate. Well, thanks for joining the stream. It'll be on later for you to see what you missed. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I want a stream deck so I can play the Super Mario Brothers, like, power-up sound effect every time I take a drink. Or no, the Minecraft potion sound effect. Is it just me, or is this not perfectly square? When did that change? Or did it? Am I just crazy? I don't know. Oh, it's fixed. Okay. A time has come to duplicate... Actually, hang on. So it's 4 studs, right? Is the increment? Yeah. So move something 4 studs this way. Theoretically, I duplicate this. It's like that? Yeah, okay. Is that sustainable? Is that a sustainable approach to this? Oh, I think this has the old version of the texture. Okay, I will need to fix that. Because the new version of the texture is infinitely superior. Panel texture, there we go. Superior because it doesn't have that as dark a shadow in the corner, so it doesn't look as like copied and pasted. It just looks more realistic. I did not expect this to be a complete Ghost Hunt overhaul when I started this this stream, but that's basically what it's turned into, and frankly, I'm kind of okay with it. The game needs it. I was kind of dumb, though. Yeah, I should have stretched these out first. Hang on a second. I should definitely have stretched those out to be the full length of the ceiling first. I don't know what I was thinking. Hang on. Boop. I just don't take everything into consideration before I do things, and that messes me up all the time. Boop. Okay. Let's try this again. Boop. Boop. Oh yeah, this is gonna look much better, I think. Might have to change the color of that texture for this one to better match, because the color of the walls and ceiling in the office space that we added is not the same color as this one. I have to do a bit of trickery here. That's okay, this is how those ceiling panels kind of are in real life. Like there comes a point where they have to like cut them to fit the size of the room, I think. I don't know why I'm even bothering explaining that, everybody knows that. Okay, my bad. I tripped myself up, but we're good, we're back at it. Okay, so far so good. I'll probably need to add like, well, not probably, I will need to add frames like around these pillars as well, but I'll do that later. For now, I'm taking this. And stretching it over there, like so. Yeah, this is gonna look really cool when I'm done with it. I will need to, oh, I should have been grouping. I should have put these in a group. Like, I really should have put these in a group. That's okay. It's not gonna be all that much to select. It just would have been easier if I had grouped them first. There is an imposter among us. Okay, well, I got that fixed. There we go. Whew. Not an imposter, just a duplicate. Okay. Got all those grouped. And all these ones are next. I just hate having to select tiny parts in Roblox. Hello, Noob Matthew. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. This started out as, you saw the title, lazy update stream, but we've been anything but lazy during this stream. We've actually been very productive during the whole thing. I did not expect this to become like, give my game a complete detail overhaul, the stream, but it kinda has become that, so. We've done so much during this stream that's just like crazy changes. So yeah, welcome to the stream. Good to have you. We're doing the most exciting thing in the world, making an acoustic panel ceiling. Okay, all those group. And I'll group that group with the other group. Cool. I'm not gonna make a union of them just yet, but I will. Eventually. Yeah, these need to go... These ones at least need to go over here. It's just a tricky and complicated process, but when we get done, I'll show you what it'll look like. When we get done, it'll look like... Oh, I passed it. This. That's gonna look really nice. Frick. One more, I think. There we are. Good. Yeah, I definitely want to put some holes in the ceiling as well so you can look up and see spooky things. And actually, I think the storage closet will have the same type of ceiling, so I should probably just stretch all of those. Wish I'd have thought of this before I duplicated all these. That's okay. I'll get it sorted. Another cool thing about the snapping is you don't have to really be in the place where you want to stretch things out to in order to see like where they end up when you stretch them. I'm really glad someone told me about that. Poof. Okay. It's been too far, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, I'll still fix them anyway. Because why not? It's an OCD thing. I don't think I actually have OCD, but a lot of OCD symptoms actually overlap with ADHD as well. Same with autism, actually. There's been some debate with someone else that I've been talking to lately if I actually have autism or not. Because there's a lot of symptoms of ADHD that are also symptoms of autism. And I'm never gonna know if I have autism. There we go. Okay, I've hit a bit of a snag in that when I duplicate this 4 studs this way, it's in the right place, but not that way. Well, I see the problem. It's not that big a deal if I just leave it like that, right? Oh man, flashing light warning. Apologize. Yeah, I think I'll just get rid of this rid of that. There we go. And stretch this that way a bit. Turn off the move constraints. Boop. There we go. It might cause other problems though. Oh dear me. That's okay. I'll just ignore it for now and fix it later. There we are. I think the key with me is I just can't lose momentum. The minute I lose momentum, the minute like things start going wrong. Okay, now for this room in the nursery, I guess. That's another thing I could do. I just kind of want to stretch this out for a second and just see how things are going real quick. So far, so good. Interesting. Yeah, I just can't expect this. Oh, hi, Garrett. Good to see you. I just can't expect these types of ceilings to always fit perfectly. And now I know how to clip. Awesome. Well, good for you. Glad you figured it out. We're making great progress on this ceiling, but I definitely need to change the color of the texture. Because it's just, there we go. Something like that. Maybe a bit more. Yeah, there we go. It's very nice. Now, I think in real life when people make these, they try to make the, like, plastic frames as close to the color of the acoustic panels as they can. So I'll change that, but I'll change it after I make a union out of them, because that'd be easier. So there we go. I know this looks weird here, like how there's like tiny panel, but if you pay attention to acoustic panels that are acoustic panel ceilings like this in real life, that is how they are. Eventually they reach a point where they have to cut down the acoustic panels in order to fit the room. It's weird, I get it, it's bizarre, it's wonky, but it's realistic. It does look pretty good, yeah. I really like this a lot. It looks kind of weird looking at it from a distance, but I think that's a Roblox thing and not a me thing. And I think that's also going to be largely resolved when there's like darkness. There in my school, yeah. They used to be in my old office space when I worked an office job. And I noticed that while I was working there, because even back then, I was yeah, I won't be able to tell when it's dark. Exactly. But yeah, even when I was working back in that office space like a year and a half ago or whatever, I was planning on putting some ceilings kind of like this in the game. And so I looked up and like tried to figure out how they made them. And this is it, like right here. So yeah, we're gonna need some lights eventually, but I'll work on that. I'll get to that later. In the meantime, we've got a couple issues here, but I think the solution might be better to just like move the wall. I don't know what a good solution to this would be. I think moving the wall might actually be the best solution. So I'll move this wall back a bit, and I'll resize this around it. Oh, I gotta turn off the move constraints. There we go. Is that it? That's it, okay. And then I'll move this one like over a bit. If it'll let me, if it'll snap. There we go. Perfect. And I can just resize these. Yeah, the best solution, there's a quote from GLaDOS, ironically, from Portal. I think it's actually, she says this in Portal 2. But I keep coming back to it the more I develop my Roblox game development skills, if you can call them that. Which is, the best solution to a problem is usually the easiest one. And like I'm finding that to be true the more I mess around with like problem solving on Roblox. So once again, and what I have to remember as well is like when I think of something like moving a wall or something, it's usually a lot more complicated in my head than it turns out to be in real life, like when I actually do it. And that's another thing that I need to keep in mind, is that in my head, my brain is really exaggerating how difficult. Although, to be fair, a lot of this would be more difficult without the snapping feature. There's something about this that looks bad. What's this? What are you talking about? Like, I know exactly what looks bad about it right now, which is the fact that the frames, like these, are a brighter color than the acoustic panels, or a more vivid color, when they in real life would be made to look about the same color. But I'm gonna fix that later. Also, another reason it looks off, like it looks computer, this is gonna sound weird at first, but hear me out. It looks computer generated, but the reason it looks like that is because in real life, it's kind of that like uncanny valley type thing, or liminal spaces where like you're looking at an image and your brain can tell you there's something not right about it. It's like that. In real life, there's different like panels, like there's speakers, there's fire alarms, there's air vents, there's lights, there's all these different kinds of, there's sprinklers. All these different kinds of panels that come with ceilings like this, and all we have is just the normal blank panel right now. But that will change and then it won't look bland anymore. Like even, let me go down to the office real quick. Even when we add these lights, even that will help a lot, honestly. So yeah, it does look bland right now, but it won't when we're finished. I haven't saved in forever. It's not a good thing. So let me duplicate this. So yeah, basically our brains are telling us subconsciously, if this makes sense, there should be different types of panels there. Just the floor has nothing. Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's kind of something that is a common problem with Ghost Hunt in particular, is there's just a lot of empty space in general. But that is something I'm gonna fix as well. So it won't always be that way. I'm gonna add a lot more details throughout the rooms. But I mean, I've talked about this before. Add spills to the panels, and yeah, I'll get there eventually, but for now I just want the structure to be there. And just like the general outline of things. But yeah, like in real life, I feel like this, what is, oh, that's a light, okay. In real life, I feel like this room would not be as spacious as it is because it doesn't really need to be. And that's kind of a problem that I've had with Ghost Hunt for a while. Everything's just too big. Everything in general is just too big, and I don't like that, but we'll fix it. We'll fix it eventually. We'll get there. I feel kind of locked into finishing this now, but that's okay. So let me duplicate this, outline the frame of this room. It's the outer perimeter, you know? I don't think I'll be putting this in the secret room for reasons. It's not just because I'm lazy, it's because I don't think it'd fit. Like, I don't think it would look fitting, is what I'm saying. Okay, 4 studs. Go that way. Here we go. Perfect. Giggity. Yeah, leaks, mold, spills, more mold, cracks in the walls, gaps in the ceiling. That's the kind of detail that I'm definitely going to add when I do a full overhaul of the game later. Okay, good. These are part of that group. Yep, broken panels, that's going to be a thing for sure that you can enter into. Yep, that's kind of where I want to go with this, actually. Like right now, all the roof is one big panel, but I'm going to change that eventually. Yep, you're reading my mind. That's very much what I want to do with the this kind of thing later in the future. For now, though, what's this? Okay, that has... I don't need that in there. Let's try to figure out where this room begins, if that makes sense. Okay, found it. It's right here. Yeah. This'll work. This'll do it. Good. Alright, one last piece and then this room will be outlined. Right there. Cool. Now we just need to find all these and size those and I'll get them about where they need to be and then I'll fix them later. 'Cause I think that'd be fastest. I just want to get them in the room, mainly. Yeah, I'll definitely want to have some broken and or just missing panels entirely that, like, will take you, like, above the ceiling if you can get... I should, like, have a puzzle where you have to, like, find a ladder, right? Like the big ladder that I took 7 hours to model. And, like, move it to a place that will allow you to climb up into the ceiling. Oh, that'd be a cool puzzle. I gotta do that. Don't let me forget that. Don't let me forget that. Don't let me forget that. I really want to do that. Alright, one more, and then we're done with that. Cool. Now I just need to size them all here. Like you carry it? Yeah. And I have to walk probably not too far. Like, I'd have a ladder nearby, somewhat nearby. Like, I don't imagine someone carrying the ladder all the way from the basement to the up here just to go into that room. Although, massive applause to them if they do. Mad respect. Fostrate would do it. But, no, like, I want to have more ladders like that. And there just happen to be one like it nearby. And it slows down your walking speed. Yeah. Exactly. It's grabbing and carrying system like that, yeah. That's kind of what I have in mind. I would do it, yeah. Players would do it, but I don't want to inconvenience my players that much. Like, if you're going to move a ladder to a place, I'll at least provide a ladder for you that's nearby. But it has to be far enough where it's not too obvious as to give away what you're supposed to do for the puzzle. Yeah, this is why I dread making the ceilings like this, is 'cause it takes forever. It really does. But I can't say it's not worth it. And this is nice because I can just duplicate these. These are already... Oh, that's so much faster, isn't it? It's a lot quicker, isn't it? Woo, yeah! Now I can just drag this in. I think, yeah. Perfect. So far, so good. Now I just gotta do the nursery and the office hallway, and then we'll be done with that. And grab this one. Hang on, let me have a look at something real quick. Yeah, we're good. We good. You right, you right. Is there admin in the game? There is, but there's not much to do with it. So here's this. I just want to get this like perfectly around the room. And you might have noticed that I'm like duplicating. I don't know how. Make it control events that troll players. I actually want to make it like a game pass that lets people like play the role of the ghost, and it'd be a really expensive game pass because I want very few players to actually have it. But because I also don't want to ruin that experience for other players, but. You need to make a more OP event? What dost thou mean? I was gonna say something about the ceilings, but I don't know what it was. My wife's home, in case you couldn't figure it out. No, my house isn't actually haunted. During game night, you can use. Yeah, it'd be cool. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. My wife brought me a smoothie. Oh, it was a good one. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was gonna say something about the ceiling, and it's gone. I have no clue. I lost my train of thought. It was boring anyway, so I'm not gonna. But you need to make it more OP. Oh, yeah, for myself that I can use in game. Yeah, that'd be fun. I actually used to do that. Like, I used to turn myself invisible and, like, roleplay as a ghost. It was a good smoothie. Yeah, these I can just slice in here. Slide them on in. Of course, they have to go all the way to the closet. It's been a really productive stream, but I am very tired. Same thing as before, I think. I just want to get them, like, in the room. But yeah, I used to, like, turn myself invisible and mess around with the players. Like, I'd open doors in front of them, or like click buttons, or I'd like, oh, one of my favorite things to do is like, if they were in the elevator, I'd keep setting it down, and then they'd keep blaming each other. It was really funny. I was mean. I was very mean. But that's the life of a ghost. You just gotta mess with people. Nah, my wife's camera shy. I respect that. Can I do that? It's fun. Yeah, eventually I do want to make that haunt tool where, like, players can... Okay, so my idea for the haunt tool is, like, players would buy it. It'd probably be, like, I don't know. It'd probably have to be really expensive because I don't want too many players to have the ability to be a ghost. But, like, it'll let players, like, turn invisible and play sounds, and, like, there's certain objects they can move, like, telekinetically. It'd be really cool. Give me B tools. I can get it for free. It There will be no B tools being given to anyone, and except me. But even if you did, like, Roblox updated it so like any changes you make with B tools happen solely on the client and not the network. So like if I delete a wall or something, it just deletes on my end. I'll make you a GUI for it. Oh, thanks. I'm wondering if anyone's old enough to remember when Roblox Studio actually had sounds that played, like when you did certain things. Like, I'm pretty sure, like if I remember old Roblox Studio right, like whenever you'd cut and paste a brick, it would make like certain sounds. Like I think when you cut something, it would make the same sound as like, I don't know, it was like that page turn sound effect. So you making it? Because I'm being for real, I'll make one. Eventually, but it's not high on my priority list. Like right now, like getting the new areas done is top on my priority list, and I'll think about getting the new areas done and then building a better gameplay loop for the game. Because right now the gameplay loop is just look for ghosts and occasionally solve puzzles. Ghost Hunt needs a much better gameplay loop, I'll admit. Because it barely has one at all right now. I would go so far as to say it doesn't really have a gameplay loop right now. But you want to help me build? Oh, that's sweet. Thank you. One thing you can do for me, like right now, is tell me what plugins you recommend. Because I'm not joking when I say I think I am shooting myself in the foot not using plugins. And like the more I try to build without plugins, the more I realize that. So yeah, if you got plugin recommendation, oh gosh, if you got plugin recommendations, that's a way you can help out right now. It's just tell me what plugins you think I should invest in. Just drop anything, I could probably afford it. There's no good one of these to bring over. I'll just have to size it. By good, I mean like self-contained completely within this closet, if that makes sense. There we go. Yeah, snapping's cool. Sometimes you just have to kind of work around with it. Use gap fill, Archimedes. Oh, that sounds nice. Hang on a second. I gotta write these down, or I'll forget. Gap fill, Archimedes. Okay. There's that, and then there's that one that like helps you make parts along a curve or an arch, and that's another one that I want to make use of as well. I can't build structures without gap fill. Grass remover. That sounds interesting. Yeah, I'm just going all the way back here so I can make sure I'm grabbing a line that's on that 4x4 grid. I can hardly wait to have to make every single one of these a union. But that's why I grouped them. At least most of them. I'm hoping that doesn't just crash my computer. It might. Okay, I think I'll do with this kind of the same thing I did with that storage closet. It's just all these tiny little things. It's realistic, yes. I did explain that earlier, like it happens like that in real life too, but if there's too much of it that looks like that, it kind of looks like I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, hi Fostrate, welcome back. Part 2 terrain, that sounds like a very useful plugin. Archimedes, okay. Fixed. Fostrate, Garrett is recommending plugins for me to try sometime. Because the more I build on Roblox, the more I'm starting to realize I probably have shot myself in the foot from not using them. But yeah, we're still working on this friggin' ceiling, but we've made a lot of progress so far. But yeah, I've actually had to resize and move some walls just to make it work, but that's okay. Like when I have had to do that, it's been really subtle. Like this one, for example. Like no one's gonna notice this, right? Surely. Here we go. Studio build suite, part 2 terrain. Oh yeah, I forgot to... part 2 terrain. Studio build suite. Okay. I'm trying to remember the name of that one that, like... Oh, those are the admin cameras. I was wondering what those were. Take a look at the admin cameras, everyone. It's how admins spy on the players, but... Yeah, I need to kind of resize it. I'm trying to remember the name of that one that was recommended to me last stream, I think. That, like, helps you build parts along a curve. The one that I need to make the, like, wires with, or the cords for the keyboards and mice. That one. Because that one sounds really useful, I'm not gonna lie. Why is that there when I could just do this? Okay. Looking good. I think that's all for that. I just need to select this. Yeah. And drag 4 stud, well, by 4 stud increments all the way over here. Here we go. Very nice. Oh, that is Archimedes, okay. That's what you were trying to tell me. I feel dumb. I'm so stupid. I thought, for a split second, I thought, maybe I should change the color of the rug. That's part of the story of this event. My gosh, okay. But it's alright. It's alright. It's all good. Alright, so now we just need this office space done. It's gonna be an absolute pain, but we can do it. We'll get there. Yeah, you can make circle. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll definitely want to check that out. That sounds very, very useful. Like, mad useful. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I just kind of had to focus for a second. It takes a lot of effort for me. Hey bro, you still streaming? I sure am. Yeah, we made so much progress, it's insane, but like... Okay, hang on, what is going on? There we go. Yeah, all the progress been good. We're making another one of those ceilings like in the office. I want recap. Okay. So I can't remember where you left, so here's a full stream recap. We started replacing all of the older lights with these. We lowered the ceiling in the spawn room. We made lights in like the new light fixtures in the bathrooms. We got rid of the red light event for now, but it might be back someday, because that was part of one of the old light fixtures. We put light fixtures in the morgue that are really nice, and I think the biggest and coolest thing we've done so far is we've actually revamped the bloodletting room entirely, because it was just way too big before, unnecessarily so. So this is the new leech room. Say hello to the new leech room. Looks pretty cool, in my opinion. Shelves look dated, so I replaced them with the new shelves from the basement. Now we are building another like acoustic panel ceiling on the second floor. Hi, new leech room, yeah. What the flip is going on here? So yeah, I'm building another one of those like acoustic panel ceiling things because I think it makes sense for them to be up here. Also, my wife brought me a smoothie. We'll eventually put like outlines around here, these pillars. I think you would get lots of views if you do tutorials. I do too. I should do that, but I don't know what tutorials I'd make on, and I feel like I'd give people bad advice. But maybe I'll get back into that sometime. It sounds cool. Sounds fun. So yeah, now I just gotta outline the office space here. Here we go. Sometimes, like, okay. Moving bricks, moving parts to new locations is sometimes easier by resizing them instead of moving. Change my mind. I dare ya. No one's gonna argue with me on that. Pathfinding or just building tutorial. Yeah, pathfinding I could make a tutorial on. I'm not the best person to teach that because it's still new to me, but there is that one line that I keep talking about in code that a lot of tutorials don't have, so, you know, I do have that advantage. A lot of people have asked for a tutorial on that Roblox grabbing and carrying system thing that I made a video about a long time ago. I'm hoping my smoothie isn't in the way. There we go. Like actual chasing? Yeah. Yeah, all the wandering ghosts. Like, here's there's some pathfinding here. Like the ghosts, this ghost constantly just patrols this room and appears sometimes. Really cool stuff. There's a few like other like details with pathfinding that you can do that I'm not particularly familiar with yet, but I think I'll get there eventually if I just keep learning. I've heard lots of people have their complaints about Roblox's pathfinding system being kind of limited though. One guy actually built his own. I've talked about it in one of the other streams or videos that I've done during this. I can't remember if it was a stream or a video though. Jeez. I gotta stop streaming soon because I'm really tired, but I want to finish the office spaces first because I feel like I'll forget them later if I don't. But I think once I get one of the office spaces done, it'll be easy because I can just copy and paste all the framework and stuff. That'll be kind of nice. This is going to be a lot for Roblox to make a union of. I'm hoping it'll be able to do it. Because I don't want all these to be individual parts. That would be so laggy. Well, I don't know if it'd be... It'd just be a lot more parts for Roblox to have, honestly. Hang on, something not kosher. Okay. Made a mistake, then I fixed it. That's fine. Yeah, Fostrate and Soul Kid. I don't think you were here when I talked about this, but... Is this a false memory? I remember back, I think like 2008-ish Roblox Studio had like sounds that would play when you did certain things. Like if you copied and pasted a brick or something, it would like play a certain sound, like the page turn sound effects. Like there used to be sounds in Roblox Studio, right? That's not me making that up, surely. But then again, like, I can't confirm. I can't confirm that that's, like, not just... Oh my gosh. I not used Roblox Studio that long ago. Okay. I didn't think you did, but... You know... I know you have a passion for classic Roblox stuff. I need to duplicate all these again, because I was dumb. I should have made them longer first and then duplicated them. But I didn't, because I... didn't think of it. Yeah, so I wasn't sure if... I didn't think you used Roblox Studio back then, but I know that you're familiar with kind of the history of Roblox as well, so I wasn't sure if you knew about it. Okay. There's that. Let's just say I was really young in 2008. Okay. I need just someone, anyone, to tell me I'm not crazy with that. Because, like, I remember it. I feel like... I don't think anyone's gonna notice if I, like, stretch the walls of this office to be a little bit bigger, right? Seems like the best way to fix this to me. Okay. Before I go any further, I am going to make the frame of these offices now. Gosh, it's such a complicated process. I'm so tired right now. Like, I literally just want to stop here, but I don't feel like I should. Because picking up this process, like, in the middle of it... Like, dropping the process in the middle of it and then picking it back up in the middle of it later sounds like self-sabotage waiting to happen. But I'm just on such a roll today as well, like, I don't want to lose my momentum. But I think one thing that'll help is once I get the frame of one of these offices done, I can just copy and paste that for all the offices, and that'll be really nice. Jeez. Okay, there's that. And now there's that. Perfect. I don't know how I would ever have gotten to do this without the snapping feature. You're probably just sick of hearing me praise the snapping feature so much, but I mean it every time. I do. It's very life-changing. Why is this not all the way over there? It's weird. Okay, so I've got the outer framework of this office done. I'll fix all these little gaps here in a little bit, but for now I just kind of want to get the framework of this copied and pasted and duplicated everywhere. Copied, pasted, duplicated. Yeah, see? Easy. We might discover later that some parts overlap each other and there's Z fighting and all that, but especially like right here. All things I can fix later. Okay. I promise we're almost done with it as well. But you can't deny it is looking really cool. This office is smaller than the others, question mark? That's really weird. Are all the offices? Okay, hang on. I think all of the offices on the left or on this side are smaller than the other ones. That's bizarre. I never knew that. Or I feel like I never knew that. Must have at some point, but... Yeah, that's really strange. Not sure what caused that. That's okay. I'll just make a framework for these offices on this side, and just copy and paste that the same way I did before. Hi, Deepbach. Welcome back. Good to see you again. Yeah, we've been streaming for a while. Just checking in. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. We're actually almost done, finally. And that's big relief for me. I've been streaming for way too long. My brain hurts. You can probably just hear the fatigue in my voice at this point. But I'm in the midst of a complicated process that I feel like will be harder to pick up again if I drop it in the middle of it before finishing. Hopefully that makes sense. But... okay, now I got the framework of this offices on this side. Yeah, I don't know when they got smaller than the offices on the other side. That was really weird. Really bizarre to find that out. Okay, come on. Working on a big channel update for tomorrow. Cool. Are these offices actually smaller? Because now that I moved that one over, it didn't seem like they were. I'm just really confused. Okay, let me move these over. Maybe I'm just crazy. I am crazy, okay. Well, this one actually was smaller, but not the others for some reason. I think it's because I resized the wall on one of them to make, like, it work. I don't know. I'm not gonna try to think about it too much because I'm gonna hurt my head if I do. So, bye-bye. Any thoughts about that? Okay. So here we are with that. Resize this here. Perfect. So now all I need is to duplicate these. And then we'll pretty much be done for the most part. But I should size them this way first. There we go. I feel like these offices are much too large as well. I don't feel like they really need to be this spacious. But that's always something that I can fix later as well. I think, if I'm not too much mistaken, I can just take every single one of these and duplicate them straight over here. Yes? I mean, it's not perfect, but it never is, so it works. Yeah. Cool. Now I'm gonna probably crash my computer trying to make a union of all of these individual parts, but that's okay. Boom. I don't even want to imagine what this looks like from the outside, honestly. I don't want to go into the stairwell, though. Stairwell is... It makes sense to have a concrete roof or ceiling in the stairwell. Oh. Oh, frick. Okay, it's alright. No panic. No panicking. No panicking allowed. Okay. Have a good day, Garrett. Go outside and play. Have fun. I know I said no panicking, but I kind of am. I just need to duplicate this this big massive thing, make it this tiny and move it over here so it's its own thing. I think it's the best solution for this. There we go. I've gained like 7 pounds in the last 2 days. Oh my gosh, dude. It's probably a lot water weight though. If your body weight fluctuates that much in such a short time, it's almost always water weight, so. Okay. This, I think, is a pretty good place to leave it for the stream. But I do kind of want to see if I can make a union of all of this real quick. I've saved the game. Oh, I don't even want to know how many parts this is. Okay, hang on. I'm going to make a union of this first. Oh, that went surprisingly well. Okay, now all these. Union. Well, what do you know? You know what? I'm okay with these being two parts instead of one. Okay, that's a good place to leave the stream. In the future, we might touch up this kind of thing more. So it does. I know, like, these kind of ceilings look like this in real life, and they have these like awkwardly sized things here. But if there, like I said before, if there's too much of that, it kind of looks unprofessional. It makes it look like I've got no idea what I'm doing. The lights, yes, we will be making more lights. Are you talking about the lighting or not? You need to insert the light. Yeah, I'll get to that, but I want to get to that later because, like, my brain just isn't gonna work any longer today, so that's for next stream, but it's very simple to do. I'll just show you like how to do it as an example, or how I do it. If it will let me. Oh, it's not gonna snap anymore because it's a union. Frick. That's okay. But yeah, I just gotta like position this about here, and move it up kind of like this. But then we'll have to like cut a hole in the, it's, yeah. It's a bit complicated, but you know, that's how it is. That's how it is sometimes. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching the stream, and we'll get back to you on the lights, and maybe I'll figure out some better way to do them than what I just described, but I don't know. For now, thank you so much for watching the stream. Thank you all who tuned in, and I will hope to see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.